All right, we're live. What's up, guys? How's it going? Let's see. Tons of great slab break options. What should the title be? One Piece EB01 box break close. Hot giveaway. Hot Charmander giveaway. And we'll also say, the card market is soaring. The card market is soaring. It's true though. Pokemon prices went super high, dipped a little bit, and I think they're just back up. They're just poised to go higher. Now One Piece is exploding. The card market is doing extremely well. What's going on? All right, we're jumping over here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's a good time to be a collector. There's Mr. Alex. He did the ping, so we don't need to do that now. I'm going to close this link. Let's see. I want to look up this. Ba-dooby-doo, ba-dooby-doo, scuba-dooby-doo, dooba-dooby-doo. It's a good day to be Mr. Cardconomist. You know why? Because all his One Piece product has popped, dude. It's gone up, not down, way up. Boy, I got kind of lucky, actually. I wasn't even intending to. I was just trying to stock some product for you guys. You know what we did in November? You probably don't remember this. So back in November, I was like, we should revitalize our One Piece menu. You know, that's how I was feeling. I was like, we should revitalize it. And at the time, I bought a case of OP5 English for just 4.7 thousand. Now it's on eBay for 14,000. Can you believe that? 2 months later, 14,000 for the same case. So we were talking about how the OP5 manga had jumped. Well, so does the case. The case jumps too. And that's because those are the cases where you can get Luffy. Gear 5 Luffy is an OP5. And I had a feeling it was a good case because our best performing video is the OP5 manga video. That's our best performing short. Did you know that? It's not a Pokemon short. It's actually a One Piece short that we have. So I was like, well, we better buy another case of that just in case so we don't regret it later in case it does go up. And wow, that was like the perfect timing. It couldn't have been better timing. Past this. We got very lucky. Very, very lucky. But that wasn't the only thing we bought at the time. We also bought OP9. We got a case of Emperors in the New World, which is Gold D. Roger. And we doubled our holdings in the same month. We doubled our holdings of One Piece OP13. So we bought all that stuff all at the same time. It cost thousands of dollars. It was a gamble. You know, because I could go buy a nice Pokemon card if I wanted. But we restocked the One Piece, and it jumped, dude. Man, it jumped. Mister, I'm grateful for you stocking One Piece since the early days. You're the only way I've been able to get. And he says, Rip Rocky. Well, I feel kind of good about it too, you know, because how many people did we help get mangas in that time period? Now I just hope they kept them. I just hope they didn't sell them. Because some people, they take and they go, is this a good investment? And if you recall, I got a lot of those questions where people said, is One Piece a good investment? And never forget this, every single time, I was positive on One Piece. I said, I think it is. I compared One Piece to Pokemon. I said, One Piece is old. It's got a good following. The sales indicate that people really like it. You know, so once again, I've done a good job just kind of going with my gut on what's going on. And, you know, if only I'd bought more. But it's you know, it's hard to ever know exactly what to do next. It's all just kind of a little bit of stabbing in the dark with the general sense of direction. All right. What is this? Lo-fi Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Mix? Ugh. What do we got? I don't like lo-fi. Do you guys like lo-fi? I just like the original songs. I love this opening song. This is fun. All right. Should I buy One Piece just because? So you want my opinion on One Piece? I recommend that you do not buy it if you are not a One Piece fan. That's why I recommend. Let the One Piece guys have it. Now could be a great time to be buying Pokemon, by the way, because while all the attention is shifted over to One Piece, Pokemon could be in this position where it's still a pretty good price, believe it or not. If you're not a One Piece collector, don't buy it. Go collect some Pokemon. You will not regret it. If you buy One Piece and it comes back down, you're going to regret it. And then if you buy One Piece and you get bored of it, you're going to sell it early. What you really need to do is have a policy where you hold it for 10 years. And that's hard to do if you don't like it. So if you don't like something, it's hard for you to not touch it and sell it. So I just recommend if you like Pokemon, buy Pokemon. If you like One Piece, buy One Piece. I'm a card shop, so I just deal in different card genres. You know, what did I buy last? I bought my Legendary Collection Psyduck and Legendary Collection Kabuto. That's what I bought. But I'm just saying, the stocking of those One Piece cases at the right time, that was a clever move, man. I'm glad I did that. All right, so what's up, guys? How's it going? Let's get the comment section going on the iPad. It is Friday. We love Friday. I'm here on time. Yay, he's here on time. Can you believe it? I'm here on time. We have 3 hours to burn. We did about 3 hours in the daytime stream. Ooh, you guys missed the end of it. It was really fun. Somebody opened up like 33 of the Poke Shuffles. It was really hardcore. I would just give it to my brother. He's a fan. I'm buying a bunch of Pokemon promos from the 2000s. Some might even say, you're early, says Jack. Hey, what's up, Jack? It's a big international market. The cards seem high quality. Have you looked at League of Legends? I've not looked at League of Legends. They're kind of in a category in my mind, the same as Minecraft and Fortnite. I'm open-minded to them. I'm not against them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing good. Cactuar Queen. You see what I slapped away yesterday, Siasman? He got one of my Pokemon games. We got some unique items coming up on the table. Here we are. All right. Look at this. So that's it. That's one of the unique items today. Of course, you could buy this outright from me for $400. Miss Alicia's in here. Look at that. Beautiful. Donkey Kong. Sealed booster box. Graded by BBCE. They're a card grading company with a really bad acronym. BBC News Network and BBCE box grading company, they need to change their acronym. You can't have BBC in the name. It's just, come on, bro. It's 2026. Stop goofing. You can't have BBC in the name. It's not right. British Broadcast Centre. Yeah, okay, whatever you say. I love the BBC. My grandmother loved the BBC. Nope. All right. That was a meme on the internet. A guy was talking about how his grandmother loved the BBC British Broadcasting, you know, and all of its work over the years. But when he said it, it just sounded really weird and funny. So the internet was making fun of him for it. The 33 shuffles was wild. Yeah, it just shows you that, you know, we're set up for good times. It's possible to pull cold. It's possible to pull hot. And it's really fun when somebody hits a jackpot. Well, what's the company that authenticated Logan Paul's base set box? Oh, what? Oh, you're saying which company? Yeah, it's the BBC company, but they were authenticating something really high risk. This Donkey Kong product is not a high risk product. I mean, there's plenty of Donkey Kong boxes out there. It's not an expensive item either. Here we are. Don't worry, it doesn't have G.I. Joes in it, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you can just go get a box of Donkey Kong if you really want a box of Donkey Kong. It's out there. All right. Chefy chef. Poor granny. Boom. All right, and one more bag. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. I hope you guys are feeling good today. There we go. I'm feeling good. I've been moving some of my cards out of the house and off to the PSA vault. I got too much stuff. I realize it. I got too much stuff. The problem is, it wasn't always too much stuff, but over time, it's become more valuable. And so, what used to be like, I don't know, like $25,000 a few years ago feels like $100,000 today, and it's just like, ugh, you know, it just doesn't feel right. So, I've been getting rid of my stuff. I've been sending it off to separate locations just to keep it all put away. OB13 is 32 now. I know it is. It is. It went up. Isn't that crazy? Well, I was looking at that today. I found another One Piece card to sell to you guys. This is one that we had before, but it didn't sell, but it's probably going to sell now. It is. It's called the Mr. Tanaka. I don't even know who he is. He wasn't in the One Piece recaps, the anime recaps. However, what's really going on here is this is an error card. I'll keep your stuff safe here, mister. Oh my God, bro. Look at this. So this is an error card. See the bow? So the Bandai Namco came out and said, oops, we apologize that the bow was not finished. That blurb around it was supposed to be cropped out. So that's an error card, and it was only in the first print run. And so that'll be a fun little thing to hold over the years. Now let's try and get a price for it, because this is a nice 10. One Piece Tanaka Chuku. All right, Tanaka. You can't even find one for sale. So I've got one for sale. No one else has one. Cool. This is an error card. This is a One Piece error card. Let me try removing the number here. Oops. I want to put this back over here. So you could find another Tanaka and get it graded. He's not the most rare thing. So we're not going to have a really, really frustrating price on him, but I do think he's going to hold some value as part of, the history of this set. Okay. I think we're going to ask $45 on him. Don't you think that's reasonable? For a 10 anyways. Because you got to pay for the grading, right? Grading's not free. And then it does have to get a 10, and some of them will get 9s. So if you average that out, we're not asking hardly anything for the card. So that's $45. I graded that a while back. Look at the number on it, 8-9. That's an old card we graded. I have another card for the table. Boom! This beautiful Togepi is coming onto the table here. Yes! So I've pulled this out of my private collection. No, this was a card that has just been waiting to be priced up. Let's get a price on it. This was not in my private collection. Just wasn't for sale. So now it is. Okay, let's see. Poker Togepi. All right, Poker Togepi. It looks like there's none for sale from the looks of it. Okay. So for Poker Togepi, I think we're going to go with 140. All right, cute little card. And now this card just sold on eBay. This is Sealdos Pocket Monsters. And it's a 9, and it's still sold for a decent amount. So people are buying those pricey 9s. They're doing it. It happens. All right, let's see. Here it is. And we're getting a shipping label because we are going to prepare it to ship out. I have a perfect one of these for sale on eBay for like $1,200. It was graded perfect by CGC, the old CGC. So that's up on eBay if you want it. Actually, that one's listed from PSA's vault account, so it'll look like PSA's selling it. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I have a cool card to show you. Just got to make a video on it now. That is Vending Kabuto. What do you guys think of that? Ever seen anything so cool? It looks like Metroid. Pretty neat. That's basically Metroid, right? I love how it says Pocket Monsters on the tube, too. Look, Pocket Monsters. That's neat. So yes, it is I, the real Kabuto King, because I actually own rare Kabutos. Pretty cool. All right. I've never seen that card. You didn't know? I knew about that card because I've known about the vending series a long time. And when I looked it up, I'm like, oh, that's rare. It's a great looking card. And you know, the Kabuto King guy, he focused on like one of the ugliest Kabuto cards in the hobby. And then he just called himself the King of Kabutos after he bought a bunch of the ugliest Kabuto. So it doesn't make any sense. All right, very cool, very cool. I'm going to hit refresh on the website real fast. Make sure all the queues are clear. The queues are clear. Do we have the website pinned? Yes, we do. We have 38 people in here. How's it going, guys? Take a second, smash that like button. Why don't we get a giveaway going? What do you guys want for a giveaway? Do you guys want a free something? All right. Here's Charmander, char. So the keyword here is free, F-R-E-E with an F, capital F. Here we are. Check it out. Free. Ooh. We want a free Kabuto. You want a free Kabuto? Oh, hold on. Kira sent me messages. She's too much. All right. F-R-E-E. Charmander. Shut up, Charmander. He only graded 5. What the fuck? All right. J-Dog Gaming's going on. What's up, J-Dog Gaming? Thanks for being here, J-Dog. Who else? Elijah. Who else? Shinobi. Who wants on here? Did anyone want on here? Who else? Mike Side. Mr. Mike. His name is Mike Side. Ooh, that's animal abuse. Nah, he's a Pokemon. I could put him in a Pokeball and leave him in Bill's PC for 25 years if I wanted. All right, so we'll put him there. He's still going. That's not over. How far are we into the stream? 17 minutes. Is it time to show off the breaks, or do we just rotate some slabs for now? We wait till there's more people in here. We got Mickey Mouse. Look, Mickey's in a row with Minnie. Nuh-uh, because it's 1935, and if Minnie ever talked up, you know what I'm saying? 1935, when we had things right. Listen, ladies. No, I'm just kidding. I hate women. Here's Checklist Cardos. Here's Dragonite. Here's Gia. That's right. All the men were just beating women in 1935, 1950s. Isn't that funny? That's how they talk about the 1950s. Like, people were just beating their wives all day long. You really think that was going on? You're right. Well, you're probably looked at like you were insane if you hit your wife. Old Maid Deoxys. Everyone was super Christian, and they spoke softly. You ever watched a video from the 1950s? They go, oh, excuse me, sir. What do you think about this? Well, I suppose. You know, they talk so soft, like they've never seen anything evil in their whole life. That's how people in the 1950s talk. Look it up. Look it up. I'm right about it. In the 1950s, they talk like they've never seen someone die. They've never seen, you know, they've never seen naked people doing horrible things on the internet. They don't have Miley Cyrus. They don't have Britney Spears. They don't have, they don't have Sabrina Carpenter or whatever. They don't got any of that stuff. And everyone's, oh yeah, they were just beating their wives all day long. That's how people talk about the 1950s. It's really crazy. All right. What do we got here? We've got, I accidentally used he used a hard R? Russ! This Dark Ariatis, he can't be $10. That's too cheap. That's too cheap. He can't be $10. You know what? He can be a giveaway is what he can be. We'll give him away. All right, how about that? Anyways, that's my little rant there. What do you guys think of that rant? Was that good enough? The checklist was just priced up. They didn't have 6, 9, the 9 Ina. Yeah, they didn't have bitches and hoes. That was like insane, right? They didn't have any of that stuff. It's a little society of little people going, yeah. That's how they talked. They talked with soft voices and like they've never seen anything evil. You get on the internet today, all of us are way more desensitized than we realized. We're like mega desensitized. We've seen the memeiest memes, the grossest things, the sexiest things, and the most horrifying things. All of it from our cell phone. People in the 1950s, they just saw whatever they saw when they went to work and when they came home, and that was it. And that meant they saw almost nothing. They didn't even have the news. They couldn't even watch things on the news. It just didn't exist. So we are not the same humans as we were 50 years ago. And so people from our time period look back and they go, oh, everyone must have been beating each other's wives or something. You ever hear about that? There we go. I get tired of that narrative because it's totally false. There we go. Mister, I'm so excited. I put in my notice and my boss asked me to stay till the end of February and she is great. So I told her yes, but her boss only wants me to stay for 2 more weeks. Woo! Yeah, new job. Tell me about it. New job. Nightbot has become aware. Wow, didn't know Nightbot was alive. That's right. All right. Here we go. Yeah, then in the 1950s, they all dressed nicely, too. They all dressed super appropriately. The men, like, actually worked. They groomed themselves. They looked nice. Now we're all, like, in pizza shorts. We're all bums. I basically dress like a bum. I don't know about you guys. I'm in my basketball shorts right now. And I'm probably going to have pizza for dinner. Here's this. You ever seen them in the They're all fit, and they all wear nice hats, and they all have nice suits or work clothing on, right? You ever see that? We talk about them like they were all degenerates or something. It's like, probably need to look at ourselves in the mirror. It's probably us. There's Pikachu. Here's Wendigo, and here's Picnic Lunch. This is a My Little Pony 9. Whoa. Government mandated pizza. Yeah, the government said I have to eat pizza. If you look at the new food pyramid and read it left to right, the #1 thing you have to eat is a whole baked chicken, not like a chicken drumstick, a whole baked chicken. So you need a steak, a whole baked chicken, and then a block of government cheese. And then you will be healthy. There. All right. I'm drinking whole milk. These are home baked. There you go. You know what should have been at the top of that pyramid, the food pyramid? Ozempic. Just make everyone get on Ozempic, and then we'll all be skinny with, you know, gaunt-looking faces. Yeah, I have my government-mandated Ozempic in the morning, followed by my Taco Bell slop. It's really good, but I can only eat 3 tacos now. Because then I'm full. All right, so let's take a picture of the 9s here. Taking a nice picture. It's really good to get the pictures taken when we're in horizontal mode because you can get so many done. There we go. Got some good 9s up there. Give me the Nacho Supreme. Extra butter. They still haven't released the files. Ree! Bill Clinton, Michael Jackson, and Kevin Spacey step onto an island. Here's... Ooh. Boo. I want $75 for that, huh? I mean, it is a pristine. I think I could go lower than 75. People didn't jump on it at 75, so we're going to bring it down by, what, maybe like 10%. So we'll bring it down. I can't go too low because then I'll just be tempted to post it on to, let's just bring it to 65. Let's just go all the way. So if I bring this down too low, I'm tempted to just put it up on eBay. That's the problem. If it goes too low, eBay time. MJ's innocent. Yeah, that's right. He's innocent. Speaking of which, how about the guy on the computer, the Stephen Hawking's? What's up with that guy on the island? Was he getting it? Was he a diddler? I don't know. What's he doing on the island? Apparently he liked being there. Hee. Says Mike's side. Hee-hoo. Bro, they're going to be doing studies on Ozempic takers like 40 years from now when their livers are failing. I don't know. As opposed to what? Your heart failing, you know? Did you guys see Logan Paul opening another first edition base set February 1st? Yeah, man, that's... I found out my first edition base set Zard is basically like doubled in price. I don't even like him. He's only a 6. I wish I'd bought a 9. Alex PSX One Piece Japan OP14. 1 single pack. All right. So, Alex... Wait a second, that's an OP10. The boxes look the same. Here it is. So, Alex, it is conceivable that this 1 pack could hold the manga in it. You just know he wrote the most effed up stuff on the robot voice machine. Oh, man. All right, we'll toss this away. So, oh, here we are. Very nice. Yeah, but at least he can't hurt anyone. I mean, look at it. He's in a cart, dude. He's not catching up to anybody. All right, Mr. Alex. If somebody had sex with him on that island, Stephen Hawking's I'm talking about, of course, how much did he pay for that? You know, he must have paid some serious money to Jeffrey Epstein for some of those Naughty times. I mean, he's going to the island. What other... He just likes talking to Jeffrey Epstein's a lot. They bond over things. Who knows, dude? Buy a pack, TCC. You'll get the clout. What's the clout? Like some kind of disease? Hell no, bro. Here's Tai Hua. He says PSA 10 Xeno. Hey, that's good. What is this? Like the price of grading? So you just got that 10 for basically free. Hey, Tai Hua, I've been meaning to reach out to you. I found the Parasect. I found it. Let me show you where it went. Give me a second. The only problem is, to get it back out, I have to pay money. Parasect. Now, I don't know how this mistake happened, but there he is. He's in the vault. He got vaulted. That's why we couldn't find him. One of the steps of sending your cards off to the vault is you have to take the sleeve off of them. So I must have taken the sleeve off of it without seeing your name. And then at that point, we didn't know it was yours because the sleeve was gone. So there he is. What did we sell it to you for? Are you still interested in it, or do you want to give up on it? Are you happy with the... did we give you store credit and you spent that? I can't remember. So there he is. We found him. I couldn't find out where he went. He got sent to the vault. That's what happened. It makes so much sense. I was probably just snatching anything I could, and I probably took the sleeve off of him, and it had your name on it, and that's how it got lost. So I got to be real careful with that. All right. All right. If you're still interested in him, I'll honor the old price. And then I don't really know the best way to get you that card, because if you withdraw the card, there's like a... Let me see what the fee would be if I withdraw it. All right, they're going to make me... We'll see. So it's like $7 or something to withdraw it. Ugh. Anyways, it's just a thought. You don't have to. Let's see what's next. It is Parasect, after all. Google, your U.S. tax reporting documents are available. Oh, God, it's tax season. What's next? We got Mr. Andrew Vasquez, 3 packs of Shiny Treasures. We are almost out of Shiny Treasures. In fact, that might have been the end, huh? There it is. Has anyone jumped into the Jumbo Pack Break? Here's the Jumbo Pack Break. And so far, nobody's in it. And it's got all the fun, awesome packs that are normally in it. It's a nice, big, full one. All right, Andrew Vasquez. It causes pancreas inflammation and muscle wastage. It allows some people to lose weight, but at what cost? No! All right, let me snip this. Very good. Andrew. Here's, oh, nice, Noivern. Okay, got a little Noivern there. Yeah, but I want to be skinny, bro. I want to be skinny. Then all the girls would be like, ooh, mama. When they see me walking by, they'll be like, who's this guy? Here we are. I'll be like, wait till you see my Diglets. Here's Shroodle. He's a decent design, I suppose. I don't know why I'm sleeving these EXs. Maybe keep it in the safe in the vault until you're happy to sell it, if you're happy with it. Putting this over here. What is this music? This is some Mario music. Wow, so that's the end of Shiny Treasure. We're sold out. I don't think I'm going to restock it, right? So no more Shiny Treasures? That's right. I was just going to go over to the website and remove it. You can remove it if you'd like. Shiny Treasures. Let's see. I'm going to remove that Shiny Treasures. There it goes. So I've removed it from the description of the YouTube. You can remove it from the website if you'd like to do that for fun. I've actually gotten pretty good at doing that. I was updating all the One Piece prices earlier. There we go. I just trashed it. Very good. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Let's put this into Andrew's bag. Ugh. Did he say he need a new bag? He said I have a bag. The guy with the bag, the bag guy. What are the hot new things on the menu? We got some things. You want me to show you what the hot new things are? I'll tell you what's hot. But first I got to put Andrew Vasquez's bag away. There we go. Got you. Got you, fam. Okay, put this back up here. What's hot on the menu? Probably OP13, this guy right here. There's a manga Luffy in here to pull. He is selling consistently over and over for about $20,000 online. So this is one of the hottest items we have. It's crazy. It's actually not even that old of a set. People are just wanting it that bad. You can go buy a case of it online for like $8,000 or something like that. I can't remember. It's like really expensive. And we sell these for $32 a pack. And we would love for somebody to pull a Luffy manga out of here. That's the hottest item. Now, the second hottest item is probably these start decks over here, of which I'm running lower on now. These have exclusive Pokemon cards in it that you cannot find in the other sets. So original exclusive artworks that are only in the start deck. But if you don't want to do the start deck, there's always Mega Dream. Maybe you didn't pull the Gengar yet. Maybe you didn't pull the Dragonite. Maybe you didn't pull the Rocket's Mewtwo. Maybe you didn't pull the Pikachu in this set. This set is loaded with really good cards. I have a very confident feeling that this will get expensive over time. So this is a great set to open. That's hot. Now, you want to talk about what people are actually buying. Well, the start deck and OP13 have been selling. It's true. But here's some of the most popular items on the menu. This thing just sells out over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is the Jumbo Pack Break. People just love it for some reason. I don't know why. They're just slobbering over it. It's great. This is getting close. See this box break? So check it out. This is, haha. So you're taking a 1 in 6 shot to be added to this. It's basically a sub-list for the Ancient Origins box break. So Nicholas bought a spot in there, and Jesus, he won a spot out of the sub-list already. So now we just got a couple spots left. It's truly near the end. We're real close. Okay, so there you have it. But there's a lot of other breaks. And do we have enough people in here? We got 54 people. That's enough people. Smash that like button. Let's go. Let's get those likes up, guys. Let me show off all the breaks now. We got Boa. So she's One Piece, and One Piece is super hot right now. 41 and 6. We need 3 more people in here, and it goes off. That one's close. 3 people. We've got Shining Mew. This is one of the hottest Pokemon card breaks on the channel right now. It's a PSA 1, which is very fun to collect. People like to collect PSA 1s. So he's a 41 and 13 with the star spot. Okay, so he's really more like a 41 and 12 if you don't think of the star spot. For people who pay with the ZELLE, you can get on this exclusive ZELLE break. Big fan of ZELLE. ZELLE doesn't charge me any fees when you use it. If you've never used ZELLE, check your bank account to see if it uses ZELLE. You can swap over to it and add yourself to the break. It's going to go off in a day or two, maybe. Maybe it goes off tonight. I don't know. Then we just get another ZELLE break. Here's Ditto. So this is the Ditto break. Only 4 spots left. I've broken a couple of these. People really like this. It's all Dittos, and there's a Pikachu in the picture. So what are the odds this goes up in price over time? Probably pretty high. We've got a free slab tonight, of course. Free Poker Charmander. Really nice. The Mega Nidoking. Moved by like 3 spots yesterday. He is 2 spots deep now, which means $800 have poured into this card. So, I mean, this is probably the most important break on the table and the most expensive. The Heartbreak. Mew, double Mews. So this is the month of Mew, and we have 2 of them running. This one's a little more popular. The Heartbreak's going to be popular too, I'm confident. Okay, and then we also have this Squirtle. This card receives star spots. He will go off. He's not going anywhere. We're not taking him back down. He will go off. And if you jump into any of these, eventually he'll go off, and then he'll move too. So if you like the idea of taking a shot at the Squirtle, take a shot at him. Here are the trade slabs. Trade slab number 1, trade slab number 2. You can trade junk cards to get onto these. We're working on the Farfetch'd first, but you can jump to Duraludon if you prefer. You can get rid of the junk in your bag and have a spot in the trade slab. You can also just buy onto the trade slab for $5. Nobody stops you from doing that. Some people do that. They go, ooh. Especially when it's close. People love to buy in when it's close. Then we got some box breaks. You saw the Donkey Kong box break. $40, 1 in 10. One person's already in there. That's really cool. You can own a vintage 1982 vintage Topps Donkey Kong. Here's Darkness Ablaze. I think 2 people are in that one. And one more. Here it is, the EB01. Now, this is getting close as well. So this is more than halfway done now. I think there's like 8 spots left. It's a little bit of a pricey box. It's pricey. It's true. But it's getting close to the end. All right. Hey, what's up, Daniel? How can I get that free Charmander? Charmander? What's that, a Digimon? Charmander. Charmander. Use Digimon. All right. Who's got an order? Anybody? Let's see. Let me hit refresh on the website. How do I get into the Charmander break? Oh, well, right this way, Will Oglesby. All you had to do was ask. It's so funny you would ask that. That's all you had to do. Will Oglesby. Now, I don't know about Charmander. We don't have a Charmander. I think that's a Digimon. There you go. Will Oglesby. All right, nobody new on the website yet. The website's become very popular. Stephen Gonzalez is the next order for 3 EB3s. SpongeBob gone, and what about the jumbo card? Oh yeah, jumbo card's a thing. Here it is. Here's the beautiful jumbo card, PSA 10. It's humongous. It's from 2019. It features Mewtwo and Mew, and it's still got a little ways to go. But if you really like jumbo cards, if you think they're fun, I think it could hang on your wall or on your shelf. It's just a really cool card, and they're just not going to print more of these, and they're probably super hard to grade. So that's cool. SpongeBob got canceled. There's a lot of breaks on the table already, and nobody was jumping into SpongeBob, and he's not a Pokemon, so he was an experiment. Please, bro. Please, bro. Please. There we go. All right. Pokemon. Wait, there's too many. Gotta catch them all. I need to get back to that jumbo card. He's a cool card. The jumbo card's one of those unique breaks. I'm not like the other breaks. Oh, I have a credit then. Yes, sir. You have a $40 credit. $40 credit. We decided SpongeBob wasn't moving. Here we are. Please, bro. Please, bro. All right. 3 holographics. Mr. Steve. There we go. Boop. Fresh baggy time. I'll put these in a sleeve because they're the only cards in the bag. Boy, it was cold and gloomy out today. It was definitely January. Like with the capital J kind of January. It was cold. There was water dripping from my roof onto my patio. Drip, 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 drip. I stepped out into the water and I was like, whew. F, that's cold. Actually, I forgot to turn my heater back on the other day for the bedrooms. So I was lying in bed, snoring, and I wake up and I realize it's like effing cold in the room. And I go over to the thermostat and it's 60 effing degrees. I'm like, what the fuck? Now, that wouldn't matter if you were a normal person, but I'm not a normal person. I don't really sleep with the blanket. So I just kind of lay there. Sometimes I have like the thinnest possible blanket with holes in it. So they're called summer blankets. Sometimes I'll have like a little summer blanket over myself, just over my, like stomach. I like it over my stomach region. And that's it for me. And then I just heat the bed up like I'm some lump of coal in the bed. It's so weird. And so I have to have like a fan blowing on me, and I have to have a tiny thin blanket with holes in it, or I can't go to bed. I get too hot. But even I woke up shivering. I was like, despite my unusual high heat when I sleep, even I couldn't beat 60 degrees. It was too cold. So I had to go turn the heat back on. I'll sleep underneath the blanket covering my head. What? No way, Alex. What are you talking about? I got 8 inches of snow. I'm jealous. I like the snow, actually. I do well in the winter, man. I don't know. Is it because I'm a bit chubby? I don't know what it is. I think maybe I'm just suited for it. Maybe it's like a genetic thing. All right, let's see. Let's see. I look like one of those, guys who would do well in the snow, probably. Let's see, we're clicking on this. Here's Alex PSX, 1 Japanese, OP14. Oh, Alex is going deep. Here we are. Lemon. Yeah, I get hot. Dude, my legs and my knees get so exceptionally hot at night. Like, Cares can't even touch them. Like, if I were to touch her with my feet or legs or something, it'd just be painful. It's painful for me, too. No, wait a second. That's OP10. I did it twice. Wrong pack. Wrong pack. I wear winter, shorts all winter. Exactly. I do the same thing. That's what I was talking about. The men in the 1950s, they were all dapper. They were in their little uniforms with their smart-looking hats. Now we're like, yeah, I got my basketball shorts on. What else do I need? 60 Fahrenheit isn't that bad. It was cold. What are you talking about? That's chilly, man. For a bedroom, anyways. I was like, woo. Release today was for OP14. Nice. So we should have some of that coming to us. But where did I buy it from is the question. Let's see. Wonder if there's a way to look it up. Ooh, rainbow. This order, that order. Let's see. View order. Oh, I know what this is. What's this? This one was ordered back in December, so that's not it. And then let's go over here. It's going to be the norm for One Piece now. Here it is. So it says awaiting shipping. Okay. I placed my bets that this company is going to get me my stuff. I hope they do. I'm just looking at it. I went to my card shop and it was $275 with taxes for a booster box. For a booster box. A booster. So we're waiting for ours to be shipped out. It says it hasn't even begun shipping. So I'm nervous all the time when you have a set that's valuable now that the person who had it is going to be like, well, actually, the price of it went up. So we magically have to cancel your order now. Sorry. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Popping this in here. Good. I'm going to hit refresh over here. And your description. What is English upka? You want to know what English upka is? English upka is their ultra premium collections, okay? And they typically come with bonus cards. They come with a lot of boosters and bonus cards. They're a good deal. And that's why they're on the menu. You should consider one. The only downside is in order to open one, you have to spend a lot of money as opposed to opening like 1 or 2 boosters. All right, what do we got here? We've got, dear God, that's sexy. Look at that Gengar. How much did I acquire this for? It says I got it from eBay, maybe. Can't spend heavy till after the trip. What? Okay, let's see. What did I buy this for? Gengar. That's how it's pronounced. It's actually pronounced Gengar, if you didn't know that. Where is he? Oh, here it is. Is it this one? Look at this one. $740 for this guy right here. $740. Do you think I did good? I bet he's like 2.5 now. Cardos, Gengar. 2.5 feels about right. Well, it looks like there's only one left. So he's been moving up. Look, 5,000. Bro, I'm just going to turn the stream off. I don't even have to go to work. I'm done. I'm retired, guys. See you later. I'm hopping off. I'm going to go jerk it. Look at this. I'm going to go play some video games. So he just sold on November 25th for 5,000. Wow. That's nuts. He sold for 5. That's the last sold? Oh, my God. What are the solds on that guy? 5,000. So I bought him for $760 or whatever that said. $760. Oh my God, dude. Last sold LS 5000. I don't know. Where does it go from here? Does it keep going up? I bet it does. Could I see myself spending more than 5K on this? Sadly, yes. If I didn't have one and I was obsessed with obtaining one, I would spend more than 5 to obtain it. Pokies beats crypto every single time. I said that Pokies would beat crypto, but, you know, I think that there's some cryptos that outperform Pokemon. Also, it depends on what time period you're talking about. The ideal situation would have been that you bought Bitcoin early and then it blew up and then you transfer that into Pokemon and you didn't sell. That would have been the optimal move. Then you'd be a multi-millionaire. You'd be rich as hell, bro. Or you could just be Logan Paul and do a rug pull. Why are you working so hard? Just go do a rug pull, guys. Come on. All right. So Andrew Vasquez is back. He says 1 OP13. You got it, man. Yes. $32 for that pack appears to be expensive until you consider it's based off of the extremely high case price and the extremely high price of the chase pull. Check this out now, everybody. Look how sexy this. You see how sexy this is? Look at that. Ooh, yes. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Everything Gengar is going up. Honestly, going to buy like 5 copies of Gengar Mimikyu. What else can you buy and get instant 70% return? I don't know, dude. I do not know. You know, they talk about how silver has gone up because silver did go up. But it's like, bro, it's all going up. Stock market's going up. Maybe not as fast as silver. But, I mean, silver doesn't even come close to this other stuff. That's a fresh box, everybody. Your future could be in here. Your future waifu. Maybe not. All right. Here goes Andrew Vasquez. Yes. Let's get this open for our friend, Mr. Andrew. You guys like fresh slabs? Let's get some fresh slabs up on the table. I wouldn't even show half these slabs off. Dangerous. No! Here we are. Here's some hollow Sabo. Very nice. Holy crap, bro. All right, Sabo's going into Andrew Vasquez's bag. Andrew, that was not a super big hit this time. Drek must be new. He hasn't seen Tactical Kitty Force protecting the home front. Yeah. I bought so many Gengar non-hollers for 50 cents, greater than PSA. All right, we'll put this over here. There we go. Ugh. Ah, Scizor. Look at that Scizor. Ooh, 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 ooh. So nice. So good. Here's Cleavor. Here's the Cleavor. Here's a Boudreaux. Here's Poo-Poo-Chew. And here's Charmander. Whoa! Has this guy gone up? Do you think this guy's gone up? BGS Pikachu. BGS 9.5. Pikachu 020. Cheapest one is 45. What do we got? 45? With 132 people watching it. That's going to sell. That's going to sell for sure. All right. 1, 2. Ta-da! All right. Very good. This Beedrill is an up-to-date price. He was just priced. This is a fantastic card. You might be interested in adding this to your collection. Population 4 from the Leaf Green collection. He's one of the few expensive cards we have to offer. We don't have a lot of expensive cards left. They're all sold. What's this? Appleton. Yeah, he's an Appleton. Who's going to buy Appleton? Anybody? That looks like an eBay card if you ask me. He's looking an awful lot like an eBay card. 36, ... All right, there he is. Here's Eevee for 35. That probably is correct. They don't get much cheaper than 35, guys. Eevee for 35. I like Burger Ton. Here's Hydrapple for 32. That actually seems kind of low. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Hydrapple 068. You know what I watched the other day, guys? I watched this just the other day, and it brought back memories. Oh, this is lower than 32. It's actually 30 now. Wow. Hydrapple, not popular. Here we are. Who remembers that girl from Australia who did the breakdancing at the Olympics? I was watching a replay of her whole dance routine, and it was so bad, dude. It was like, oh, can't believe how bad it was. I'd forgotten how bad it was. It's like, it doesn't just hurt, perhaps like the Olympics or Australia. It's like even like, just like white people, like we ain't got rhythm or something. You know, it's kind of a mean stereotype, right? And it's like, bro, get off the stage. You're making it worse. Oh, man, it was bad. If you haven't watched that in a while, because it's been like a year or two, go rewatch it. It'll shock you. How did she get that far? How did she get on that stage, dude? Ray gun, yes. They're national treasures. I mean, to a certain degree, it was very funny, right? But deeper down, it did a lot of damage, I think. And it was all because her and her husband ran the sort of like the judgment council for who gets to go. What a coincidence. She gets to go. You know what I mean? Poker Bowser. She was the top student at the best dance studio in the country that she owned. That's right. Her and her husband were the judges on who got to go. What do you know? It's me. I get to go. All right, so our Bowser is actually underpriced if you look. So you got Bowser for $125 and Bowser for $100. Our Bowser is $80. I'm going to leave it at $80. This is a good deal. Here we are. Very nice. So Bowser shall be $80. Literally removed breakdance because of it. It's so wrong, dude. I can't believe they did. They removed breakdancing because they probably didn't want that to happen twice. It damages the Olympic brand, ultimately, because it turns them into a Sideshow Bob kind of thing. So they're like, ooh, we're not doing that twice. It's so sad. And it's actually greed. She was greedy. She's like, well, I'm such a good dancer. She was delusional. I'm such a good dancer. My husband told me I was a really good dancer. Everyone agrees, because if you don't agree, you're out of here. BGS 10. It's not right, man. Ionos Watrell. No, it was really bad. It was quite bad. And I'd forgotten about that. Actually, I think the video I was watching was them talking about some kind of investigation into how it all happened, how she managed to get that far. I don't know if the investigation's still ongoing or not, but yeah, it was quite damaging, and I think it was a selfish decision to choose her. That's what it was. I can do it. It should be me. I'll be famous. There we go. All right, what we got? So this card is a cheap and affordable $100. I don't mind it because it was the funniest thing ever. It did give us some excellent internet moments. Here we are. When you're not thinking about it too hard, it's actually very funny. It's just when you think about it a little more, that's when you're kind of like, ooh, that's not fair. So this card, I've already seen it online. This is correct at $45. So we got some cards coming up on this table. There we go. That maybe you didn't know you had an option to purchase, and now you do. And they got up-to-date prices. The double dot means it's up-to-date for January. That's our system. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Damn, so they cut the rest. So far, there's no orders. We're having a little bit of a slow stream so far. I feel like the week's been a little bit slow. I think people are waiting for OP14 English, and I think people are probably waiting for Ascended Heroes. So it's been kind of a slow week in some days. But then again, we were busy for like 3 hours in the morning. So maybe this is too close to the morning time stream, I feel. Whoa, was just catching up on the stream of the Cardos Gengar. I spent 1.3 thousand CAD on one of those Cardos Gengars. I can sell it for 5K now? Yes, you can. 5K USD. 5K USD. Way, way, way more than 1.3 CAD. Bro, I was listening to Mark Carney talk about the New World Order while he was sitting there getting his booty cheeks powdered in China. What the? He's like, this is the New World Order. You know what got him over there? China put like 100% tariff on Canadian seed oils. Oh no. Our seed oil empire. So China doesn't want canola oil, which isn't even, I think people are arguing is quite unhealthy for you. And so Carney goes over there and he says, all right, you can now flood our markets with your Chinese EV cars so that we can sell you guys canola oil. And then he says, this is the New World Order. What? That is so troubling, dude. And then Doug Ford came out and said he didn't like it at all. Why would he? They're cannibalizing their own auto industry. That's the outsourcing of jobs to China. They just outsourced more car jobs to China in Canada, which was already a problem for them because the United States said they wanted their car jobs back. Okay, so the solution is we'll sell more seed oil to China. In exchange, they've put electric cars into our market now. So, I don't know, dude. He's talking like it's some big win. What are you talking about, dude? Anyways, that's a little bit of an aside, but I was watching that in the news today, and it just looks so like, yikes, dude. It looks so bad in every way. Here's Iona. Look at that. Wow. That's that pristine tax from $50 to $100. We got a couple of these, huh? To be fair, China's EV market is years ahead of anyone else's. We are. You could be right about that. I mean, it probably helps that their workers don't get paid as much. There we are. But you could be right. China could be doing very well in electric cars. There we go. Very nice. All right. I was just typing the same thing. Here's the box break. I think your opponent, like let's say Toyota, can be better at making cars. And it's still not a good idea to lay off your car workers in order to import China's cars, because you're basically outsourcing, you're exporting your local jobs. You're saying, instead of us working, you can do the work and we'll just export all our money to you. So you're exporting money and jobs. It's like a double whammy. Is super bad for you. That's why the U.S. wanted its jobs back. It said, wait a second, we should just take those jobs back. Those originally were ours. First-time orders get this beautiful Victini card. This is a poker ace of diamonds, Victini. And look at the centering. This card will almost certainly grade 10. Comes out of a fresh poker deck. Very nice. We have this binder break. Not as much interest in this. I think I got to keep stuffing it up. All right, let's see. I heard you can't type ice and blah on YouTube chat anymore. Ooh, look at that Venusaur. Look at that Citizen or something. Palafin. Snivy Ace of Clubs. There's the Ace of Clubs. So now we know where the other ace is. Vincent, the teddy bear. So this is a $40 binder break. Nobody's jumped in this. This is an option to jump in here and take a shot at obtaining all of these cards at once. Here we are. There's a lot of cards in here. Here's Mew, Crobat, Heatran, Minnie Mouse, Caracosta, the Ice Girl, Whiscash from Shinji Kanda, Fighter Guy, Android, more poker cards, Leafeon, Torchic from XY, Lord of the Rings, Old Guy. Lots of nice Topps Pokemon, very legit. Here's this lady, Master Ball, some more kind of filler cards. This is a solid refractor Star Wars card. Kyogre, here's a solid Mario poker card. Here's a solid SpongeBob Chrome card. Here's a solid Halo vintage card. Some bulk from the XY era. A little Beedrill back there. Victini, Empoleon, Burmy. Takes me like an hour to get through the bag. We're going to add more cards to here. I think we're just going to keep going until somebody finally says, all right, I got to get into this thing. Too many cards. It's annoying how ignoring human rights puts you so far ahead technologically. True, but you know, they could just want it more too. The Chinese people could just be working very hard. That's it. They could just be like, let's work really hard, guys. You know, They could have a better work ethic. It could be a lot of things. There we go. Let's go ahead and rotate these. We've got Gyarados. That doesn't mean that it's a clever move to export all your jobs and say, okay, you can do the work. We'll sit at home and make no productivity. We'll be unproductive. And then we'll export our dollars to you for you to do the work for us. You know what I mean? What Canada needs is more jobs. So he's protected their seed oil industry, but at what cost? It's just a trade. It's just a trade-off. In other words, China's winning the exchange because China came in and proved that they didn't need the Canadian canola oil industry. There we go. They said, we don't need you. We'll tariff you at 100%. And then Canada basically gave in and said, all right, we give in. You can sell us cars. And now there's fewer car manufacturing jobs in our local economy. But at least we get to sell you oil. And Mark Carney touts that like it's some huge win or something. It's like, bro, that's not a win. It's a trade at the, it's like a break even at the very best. But at the very worst, you've just introduced potentially higher U.S. tariffs because Trump's going to be all pissed off, probably. And you've hurt your auto workers by increasing the amount of jobs for car creation in another country. And there is one winner, the canola oil guys. Those guys win. So those guys are feeling pretty good. Actually, I think it's a really big win for China because now they get to push their brand. Their brand's going to be pushed into Canada. We are. All right. Gimme Ghoul. Very nice. Let's check out this Gimme Ghoul. He was 40 bucks before. Let's see what he is today. All right. That was AI Trump. Who was AI Trump? Let me see. PSA 10. Gimme Ghoul. Wait, you mean you guys don't love Gimme Ghoul? I was told not to be such a grouch over the card designs. Nobody wants to spend $40 on Gimme Ghoul even? Remember when Scarlet Violet came out and I very aggressively said all the designs are trashy? Okay, so his price is actually $48. A very low price, and nobody's going to buy it because actually nobody wants it. There we go. He's actually elite. What are you talking about, bro? No, I did like Gimme Ghoul. I thought he was good. I was upset when they took Gimme Ghoul and turned him into Golden Go. I thought Golden Go was stupid as hell, dude. All they had to do was give this chest like an advanced form where it's like scary and it has teeth or something, and it would have been like, cool. Now there's a mimic in Pokemon. But no, they're like, turn it into Gimme Ghoul or turn it into Golden Go so that everyone can hate it. Now, wait a second. What do you mean Golden Go is cool? You can't say that. What do you mean? PSA 10, Bulbasaur. That's like your opinion, man. Bulbasaur is $35. This adorable Bulbasaur is only $35 if you're looking to add a slab to your collection. Already graded. It's pretty close to the cost of the grading. So, very nice. It, is kind of a nice way to add a card to your collection without any risk of it grading 9. Here's Inteleon. So he graded pristine. He's 993 pristine. I think he just stays at the 200. But, I think I'm going to move him off to the pricey card channel. He's made of gold coins and skates. Nope. No, they ruined an opportunity to have a... in my opinion, they ruined the opportunity to have a nice mimic. Because Gimme Ghoul is very sort of soft and cute. Doesn't really come off like a true mimic. They should have had him evolve into a big, scary golden chest, and it should have actually looked like kind of tough. That'd have been neat. All right, there we go. So we just took that $200 pristine card and moved it off to the expensive cards channel. Now here's the Dedenne with 42. We are repricing some cards today. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What do you guys want to open up? What are you guys interested in? Here's Abra. What are you guys adding to your collection? Abra 148. So he's $60, but he's in Canada, which means you really pay you have to pay to import him. So he's actually closer to 70 at this point. you had to collect 999 gold coins to evolve them in the game. Oh, I remember that. Houndooms, you're into Houndooms, huh? Oh, we just pulled a nice Houndoom today. There you go. The binder break is looking real good right now, says Nicholas Pacheco. I've been stuffing it with more and more cards, and it's gotten to a point where it's so valuable that I'm almost asking myself, why even sell this? Why don't I just actually grade like half of the decent cards in it, and then I would probably make more money. I'd probably make more money just grading those than actually selling them. But here, let's add another card if we can. We're going to add... Here's a Mimikyu. Here's a Volcarona. Here's an Espeon. Here's a Super Mario. And a useless energy card. All right. A useless energy card. So a little bit of junk in the trunk. This is kind of cool, though. Decent centering on it, too, from the looks of it. Look at that. Look at the centering on that one. That's good. Here's a little holographic Pompourri, or whatever you call it. That's nice. That's nice. That's a fresh Volcarona from a fresh poker deck. There it is. So you're talking about 5 more cards here. And yes, the binder break. Where did I just put it? Oh, here it is. How much is it to jump into the binder break? So the binder break, similar to all breaks, is about 40 bucks. There it goes. Your odds are 1 in 6. Let's see. I can add a Hello Kitty card to it for fun. Let me pick a good one out. How about this one? Even though you don't really need it. I can just keep adding and adding and adding and adding until this bag is basically going to explode. There we go. So we just repriced this Abra into a $70 card. Kind of doesn't surprise me it's going up in price. It's from 2024. So that's like 2 years ago now. And then here's Arbok. It's a Cardconomist graded one. Okay, and it was graded a while ago, actually. Look at that, 6.9. So probably it was graded in 2023. He was priced at 45. I'm not going to mess with that one too much. Leave that one alone. He was likely priced below the market price. How about this Gengar here? So we put him in for 70. He got a 90. He got a 9.5, huh? Let me just see. Let me see what this card's going for in a 10, okay? 151 Japanese Gengar. So we have the standard holo. That's what we have here. Is it not for sale? What's the number on it? The number on it's 94. Okay, 94. Oh, here it is. Wow. Oh, that's the English version, selling for $200. Here is the Japanese regular holo, $130 for a 10. Wow. I think we're going to be cracking this one and regrading them. When cards are expensive enough, if they get a 9.5, they just get regraded. That's it. You know, I bet that this is a really big problem for Beckett. I bet you a lot of Beckett 9.5s get regraded. There you go. All right, there we go. Here. All right. Snipping this. Ugh. How's the Mega Pack break looking? It's the Jumbo Pack break. You're going to confuse me. It's super awesome, but there's nobody in it currently. It's a fresh round. The Jumbo Pack break has been going off over and over and over again. It is just super popular. I don't know why. It must be a good product. Like the concept of the product must be very popular. But that one tends to go off all the time. I'll finish like 3 mega breaks before we get like 1 standard slab break done. There it goes. It's really gritting my teeth there. All right. Boop. Get this plastic out of my face. iDubbbz when his wife posts online. That poor guy. What's going on with that guy, man? She didn't want to have his babies or something because the babies would look like him. Is that what it was? It's got to be an act, right? There's no way they truly feel that way about each other. But I don't know. It's hard to keep an act going for a really long time. So could be an act, though. Could be like an online persona that she's mean to him. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's probably all real. All right, there we go. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, mama. Silver and gold pokies and One Piece, as you say. Uh-huh. Interesting indeed. Silver and gold. How many spots in the One Piece box break? Hey, what's up, Mr. Lupa? There's a total of 21 spots. 12 of them have been filled. Is that right? There it is. One Piece. Here's the box. You can pop this into your closet and just see if the price goes up. Easy. Or you could open it up and see if you pull a manga, which is a little scarier. But if you pull a manga, that would be pretty amazing. We have like a really crazy moment. There's a manga in that, right? I don't know if there's a manga in that set. There's a manga in every set, I'm pretty sure. What is that guy's name? I can't remember his name. He's like the doctor character. He wants to be a world-famous doctor. Ooh, I can't remember his name. She's laying the seeds for divorce. Are you really? Would you let Kara say those things to you? I mean, if she was being cute and it was just a joke, but if she was dead serious, no way, dude. Not gonna fly. Not for very long. Go. Dr. Nick. Cliff Johnson. What? You guys are messing with me. All right, let's put this over. Actually, let's say P on this. P for PSA. P. Okay. How many of these cards are just cards getting cracked out because they didn't get the grade we wanted? All right. Oh, help me write. Draft emails confidently with Gemini. That's right. No more need to type emails. Gemini will type your emails for you. So here we have an order from Mr. Michael Spalding, starter deck 100. Oh, yeah. Here goes, guys. All right. So we got this deck here and this deck here. And then this box is gone. So this box is over and we start a new box. We're looking for dramatic pulls out of 100 start deck. But 100 start deck is a evil mistress. We are. Just like iDubbbz's wife. Okay. I have a suspicion that these two decks could be hot because I feel like we've only pulled a little bit of hotness and they should be hotter, hopefully. But let's see if you're lucky. Michael Spalding, he pulls some hollows. That's going to be a cold Kyurem deck. Darn. Okay, so there's Kyurem. Thank you for your sacrifice. This is called Glalie, right? Isn't it called Glalie? Ooh, Regice. Cool. Regice is my favorite. Well, I don't know. I like Reggie Steele, too, of the Reggies. All right, that's going to be it. Cold one. So there's one deck left from that box. Wonder what's in it. And then we get a fresh box. She's laying the seeds for divorce. The good news is that these are holographic. Ooh. I actually really like the way they look. They have like a strange, no texturing look to them. Or something. I don't know how to describe it. All right, Michael, we're putting the bulk in your bag. If you don't want it, you can just say so. Let's find Michael Spalding. The 100 start decks, I think, have been a very tough product in general. Pokemon should rethink how they design those. Michael, Mr. Michael. His name is Mike. Did you need a new bag? I have a bag, he says. All right, let's check box number 2. You're probably in box number 2. Here he is in box number 2. Michael Spaulding, the guy with a lot of cards. So you got enough cards. We're splitting this into 2 bags now. You don't read what number the box is anymore. Well, we don't read them anymore because people have suggested that potentially that can be used to figure out, you know, what kind of box you have. And I don't want to help anyone do any searching. So it's a mystery. All right. I don't want to give some guy an unfair edge so that he can take advantage of the whole group. Put that like that. And this like this. I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if the numbers truly can lead to searching. All right. Let's see. We'll put this here. Thank you, Michael. Well, Michael, let me put you on this giveaway on this slow-ass night. Daytime stream was way busier. Morning time stream was way busier. We had a $400 order from a guy opening, Mr. Clyte. He was opening up like 5 packs of XY Evo. We had like a $200 order from Miss Janice. We had a way busier morning stream. Put that up there. We're starting slow. Although I noticed with the nighttime stream, the evening stream, I noticed the closer we get to 7, the busier it gets. Isn't that crazy? And I think that's just because of, you know, people getting off work in California, right? Because that's 5 p.m. in California. 7 p.m. here is 5 p.m. where you guys live. So there's that, and we're putting you in the giveaway. Here it is, the free Charmander. Not to be confused with Charmandette. Michael. Hey, baby. Michael Spaulding. Tell me about your love life, Michael. Is it good? Set this here. If you guys open a ZELLE account and place an order through ZELLE, you get onto this ZELLE giveaway, and we'll run another ZELLE giveaway. Here we go. Okay, we have an order from Nicholas Pacheco. He's in, and he says, get me in the binder break. All right, the binder break has its first person in it. All right, Nicholas Pacheco. All right, so you're the first person in the binder break. How do I keep this separated? I guess I'll keep you in the front there like that. Got to make sure that card doesn't get lost, right? Because it's one of the counts. So we are 1 person deep on the binder break. And I'll write 1 down on it. Boop. Who's going to open up these OP13s from a fresh box and pull a $20,000 manga? Who wants to take a shot at this? Anybody? Look at that. It's probably pretty scary, to be honest. $32 a pack. That's like pretty rough. But you know, Luffy's in this set, and he's not in every set. That's what makes this so nice. He's not in every set. Very interesting. There we go. All right. Whew. Oh, my knees. How about our silver, man? I don't think I've taken a look at the silver in a while. So silver's up. I still got these silver coins to sell. I think those are $400 a piece. They're MS69 completer coins. They're absolutely gorgeous. Zoom in here. Look at that. Beautiful. Silver and gold have been going up in price. We've got silver and gold. I have gold too. I have gold in grams. So you can buy a really small piece of gold for a small price because it's small. Oh, I know what we can work on. We can work on picking out a new vintage booster pack too, couldn't we? Here it is. The gold gram, $190. There it is. Look how small that is. Gold grams. That's right. Golden grams. The cereal. All right. Not a fan of Arc Raiders? Question mark. I don't have an opinion on it. I don't know anything about Arc Raiders. What are the coins we got? Morgan silver dollar. Oh, that says 340. I think the price online is 400 though, so that might be an out-of-date price. Here's old SpongeBob. Wow. So that's from 2024 now. that could use these all could use a price update, I'm sure. I'm sure these are all pricier now. This is 2025, Year of the Snake. Here's my gold coin, fantastic. Here's my half ounce gold coin. Here's the quarter ounce. Ah, there we go, 395. Now that's correct. So that's what we want to sell it as, 395. And 1/10 of an ounce of gold. So we've got some gold and some silver. If you're ever interested in that, let me know. We can find some up-to-date pricing on it. There it goes. Silver and gold. Gotta have a little gold and silver in case something crazy goes off, like a nuke. If a nuke goes off, your pokies are going to fall in price, and the price of gold is going to go to the roof. It's going to go not to the roof, through the roof. That's the saying. All right, let's jump over here. Let's jump over here. Tell me about Arc Raiders. What exactly is it? Why do you guys always talk about Arc Raiders? It must be good. Ooh. Wow, that's nice. I think we were just saving this for a break. Shouldn't be in that pile then. Oh my gosh, this is going to fall over. This is definitely tipping over. We have too many slabs here. Look at these slabs, guys. Snorlax, Firo. Oh, don't show that to Miss Alexandra. Oh, Nami. So this Nami, this will become the next break after the Boa. Dark Charizard is nice. Charizard Red, Shuckle, good stuff. Free. Nicholas Pacheco wants a free one. Hey, what's up, Mr. Nicholas? All right. Do we put the guy who placed an order over here in? Oh, you got to go in too, Mr. Nicholas. Here you go. You placed an order. I got to put you in here. Nicholas Pacheco. Pacheco. All right, you went in there. Thanks for the order, man. Appreciate it. All right. OP13. I'll put that back there. Let's see. So we actually have tons more slabs to price. I'm going to go ahead and grab another round of those. Ugh. What moderators do we have here tonight? Flip that around. I see Mr. Alex. Any other moderators? I've been thinking about picking a new moderator. What do you guys think of that? Oh, this is terrible. This price is terrible. Let me look it up. That is a terrible 9.5 price. Pokemon Go Dragonite. The number on it being 292. Okay. So in the United States, the cheapest price of the Pokemon promo Dragonite is $116. We're gonna update this price to be closer to that. 119, huh? So we're gonna go with probably about $80. There we go. We all here. Hey, what's up, Jeff? How's it going, man? Jeff's here. Tammy's here. Hey, how's it going, Tammy? All right, we got Disney 100, and the two girls are $50. We just priced this. I remember. Okay, there's the two girls hugging. Nice. Old Maid Pikachu. You know, I think we used to have one of these in the Poke Shuffles, and we don't anymore. So let me look this up. PSA 10, Old Maid Pikachu. I call it Pikachu pointing down. He's scary. He's a lot scarier. Here it is, Pikachu pointing down. In the United States, he's a $65 card. That says 54. He needs to be updated to 65. I'll give you guys a chance to buy this before it gets moved off into the Poke Shuffle, because that's definitely a Poke Shuffle product. Okay, so now that's at the double dot. Old Maid Pikachu. This is really nice. Hey, what's up, Mr. Mike's side? Wow, we do have a lot of mods here. All right, Gengar 066. We're going to say PSA 10, Gengar. From Trick or Trade 066. Trick or Trade. 066. What Venusaur you got, Mr. Pokemon Wrangler? Are you calling me a Pokemon Wrangler? Is that what you're saying? What does that mean? Okay, we're going to stay at this price probably. We're going to stay at 120. There we go. That'd be a nice card to put up into the live customs, I think. Okay. And then we have this Gengar, and he is going to move up to $120. Wow, this looks fantastic. It's crazy how good this looks. Look at this, guys. Jesus. So this Gengar design, I think, is one of the best Gengar designs. I wonder how the Master Ball Gengar is doing so far. The Japanese Master Ball Gengar, which is, by the way, it's a Chinese exclusive, if you think about it. Not Chinese, I'm sorry, Japanese exclusive. Well, what I really should say is that we just didn't get it in the United States, right? Card's amazing. Pokemon Ranger games were fun on DS. So this guy's going to be $125 now. ... All right. Because I found out he is, in fact, much more expensive. That's why we cracked the other one that was a BGS 9.5. I got to see what my Master Ball Gengars are doing. Let's go grab them. Let's talk about them. Once upon a time, I said I thought they were really underpriced. Let's see how they're doing. Maybe they're doing well. Maybe they're not doing well. Let's see. Here's, oh, that's the Chinese one. I got to find my Gengar box. Not there. That looks like the Rocket box. Ah, here it is. Okay, Gengar box. I'm going to show off my Gengar box to you guys. You guys want to see a couple Gengars? Yeah, show your Gengars. Ladies. So we got this Chinese Master Ball Gengar, which is actually pretty rare. That's a pristine 10. Web Gengar. I found this guy on the floor. I had dropped him one day and kicked him under a shelf. A little holographic Gengar there. Look at this. Cool, man. Pop 20 Gengar. Damn, that's cool. PSA and CGC 10 pristine. Here's those quest stickers, which are so weird. Okay. Master Ball Gengar. Yes. Look at this. Holographic and reverse holographic Gengar from Expedition. That's tight as hell, dude. And then not one, not two, but three of the Cardos Gengars. Holy mama. Shake those dreads for us. Shake your dreads for... Okay. Here's Gengar Mimikyu English, which we acquired for $2,200. That was really crazy how high that went up. I used to have Gengar Prime. Mr. NHCC has it. I believe he pulled it out of a break for $40. So here's Platinum Gengar. Here's... Apparently I should have kept it. Look at these. Holy, dude. Ah. Another Gengar Prism. I really like this card. Some of these fossil Gengars. These two have swirls. Look at those swirls, man. Holy. I have a Pikachu Master Ball. Yeah, actually, that's cool, too. I think the Pikachu Master Ball is great. So here's Leaf Green Gengar. That should be in the poker box. And, wow. Here's an Arita Signature Gengar. Oh, look, I wrote Mega up there because I bought this for it to become a Mega Break. And then, look, I actually have two of these Legendary collections. So I'm showing off our little Gengar collection. It's not bad. It's not the top Gengar collection in the country or anything. Somebody out there has the best one, but not me. Masaki Gengar's not here. Oh, I think he's on the table. He's the coup d'etat. He's the cherry on top. He's third wheeling. Here it is. Ooh, there's my good Gengar right there. Masaki Promo Gengar. That is one lucky card to own. Ooh. Get the full set of Captain Pikachus. Captain Pikachu's a lot of fun. Now, we pulled this out because I want to show off Master Ball Gengar. So how many of these Cardos Gengars do I actually own? I know I own an SGC of the Pocket Monster Cardos. So I own an SGC of that, an SGC 10. There we go. So I own a total of 3 of these. Wow. Yeah, I call this Game Boy Cardos. I've been educating people about this. Look at that. Cool, right? He's been going up in price a little bit, I think. He's awesome. That's weird. That's weird. Weird. But, okay, so we were talking about these and your Sabrina's Gengar. Yeah, where's that? That's probably like over here or something. Probably in this pile here. People like Gengars a lot, myself included. I'm a Gengar fan. What can I say? Gengar's sexy. I like Alakazam too, actually. That's why I have Legendary Collection Alakazam. Oh, we missed that one. That one's worth a little bit. He's like 20,000, isn't he? That's Mysterious Mount. Not Mysterious Mount. Oh, where is this Sabrina Gengar? All right, I don't see Sabrina Gengar. He's somewhere. He's floating around here somewhere. We got him out to make a video, so he's floating around somewhere. Put this back up here. New World Order being activated. Soon watch. That's right. It's the New World Order, apparently, because Mark Carney made a bad trade deal for Chinese electric cars. Damn, dude. Not smart, dude. We did it, guys. We let China replace our auto workers. Now we can sell them canola seed oils. There it goes. All right. Give me a second. PSA 10 Gengar Master Ball. You know, it's funny. We offered a break on these, and it was such a slow-moving break. It was horrible. It took forever for it to end. Looks like the Master Ball Gengar today in Japanese is 660. Okay. That's about the price that we broke it for, which means that whatever I paid for it is a little under that. Let's see. Let's look that up. It says here, I bought one of the Master Ball Gengars for 300, one for 400, and one for 565 Canadian seed oils. There it is. So yes, these are up about 50% since I declared them a good hold. That cool? I really think they're lovely cards. All right. I stop by every now and then to say that you're one of the guys that don't hype regular Vs and trash full art pulls. Don't be like ZELLE. Dude, I swear, ZELLE has numbers for his views that cannot be real. That guy's got to be botting. His views just do not make sense. He has views that are like higher than PokeRevs and like subscribe counts that are higher than PokeRevs in a single day. But PokeRev's been doing it for like 10 years and he has like, you know, millions of videos produced. So it just does not add up. But maybe he's like the chosen child or something. Like YouTube just decided his content, which looks exactly like every other Pokemon content maker's content, is like the chosen content. I don't know. Open your third eye and believe in 3-Eye 1A coming. Oh, yeah. Whatever happened with that? The 3-Eye Atlas. Put this over here. All right. 100%. It doesn't make sense at all. Right? Like, if you look at his earliest streams, he just jumps to like 10,000 viewers instantly. It's like, what? And yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff from people. I've heard a lot of stuff about the levels of engagement not making sense. The activity in the chat not really looking like a chat that has 1,000 people in it. We used to host a chat. We had a live chat for the other channel, TheCardconomist. When you have like 650 people in the chat, it moves so fast you can't read it. And I don't think he does. I don't think he gets that level of activity. So I don't know. Normally, I don't think I'd normally care about chatbots or anything like that or fake engagement. I normally would not care. But, you know, if you're pretending to be super popular in order to make money by selling packs, that is a bit strange. But I don't know if it's true. That's the only problem. I don't have a way to test it. YouTube has a way to test it. I don't have a way to test it. But I'm awfully curious. You know, because there's other guys on YouTube that have been doing it a long time too. You know, Royalty comes to mind. And he's been going for a long time. And his pack prices are fine. And Wenzel just shoots right past him view-wise, like bazillion views. It just doesn't add up. I don't get it. All right, let me put this away. All right. It's kind of like cheating if he, in the case that he is using bots, which again, I'm not actually sure if he is or not, but in the case that he is using them, it's sort of like deception for your buyers. It's sort of like making them think that there's a big audience watching when there wasn't. All right, let's jump over here. We got Mr. Joshua Ramos, 15 to my slab away and 2 heat waves. You got it, Josh? Okay. Josh. Where is slab away? It's an interesting thing. I kind of obsessed over it for like a minute, and then I kind of just moved on. I was like, I don't care anymore. All right. Let's see. I was like, that can't be right. I'm like looking at his numbers, then I'm looking at PokeRev's numbers. I'm going, wow, he's the next PokeRev somehow in like 8 months. With a handful of shorts and a vertical live stream that is exactly the same as every other vertical live stream. But this one is the one that gets like 1,000 views. So, okay. All right, let's see. Joshua. Let's see. 1 Mimikyu coming right up. Haha! All right, very nice. 10,000 viewers and 5 people in line queue. Says J Fong. You're right, exactly. Like we can get a line going that can take like 30 minutes to an hour to fulfill with just 60 to 70 watchers. That's it. Just 60 to 70 watchers, hour wait time to fulfill the queue. When we ran with virtually no competition in the past, we'd get up to like 150 to 200 viewers, and there was like a 3-hour wait time. It was that bad. People would really line up and wait 3 hours to get their order service. That was when we had like no competition at all. There really wasn't that much TikTok shop. There was no eBay Live. There was no whatnot at all. There was just nobody. It was just me. And, you know, times have changed. People have options. There's a lot of places. That's why the people hanging out here are so cool, because you guys actually choose to hang out. So this is the real team. You know, this business, this card business, did very well over time. We did very well. So I know people really enjoy what we do here. But back then, just about 200 viewers could cause you to have a 3-hour wait time. So yeah, how's he getting 1,000 viewers and not like a wait time of like 4 or 5 hours? That's my question. Here's Mimikyu. All right, freaking bots. Yeah, so apparently what you guys should try doing is just open up an account, learn how to set up the account, and then just add a bunch of people to your stream who aren't really there. And voila, people will think you're a good card shop. You know what I'm saying? Jay Fong says, I didn't necessarily call him out on the viewer's part, but the overhyping and with that kind of view count, like, dude, stop. Well, then I get paused for commenting. Oh, well, yeah. You know, if you were to say something like, you know, is this real engagement, or are there really 1,000 people here? All right, look, if you have 1,000 people and 1 out of 10 is active in the live chat, just 1 in 10, which is not a super high number. That's what, 100 people talking at the same time? That's 100 people. And even if you lower that number to 1 in 20, it should be about 50 individual entities talking at the same time. So if only 1 in 20 people talked, it should be about 50 people talking nonstop with each other. And I just don't know if you actually see that. Let me see. Did I do that math right? Yeah, I did the math right. The late night streams got me through third shift back then. Very nice, man. Got a double dip. View bot your live stream at your Somalian daycare. That's right. That's what we really need. We need a leering center. I'm about to leer. All right, 2 heat wave arenas. Let's get them for you. 2 heat waves. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. All right. We have a great community. I don't know if I say that enough. But we have a great community. We're very lucky to have what we have. When I think about all the other channels out there, they're all competing. We get people who are very generous in here, very personal, very consistent. And over the years, it's reached a point where I recognize half the audience. And you see the generosity going on. Very real conversations. People get very real in here. Where's Heatwave? And I think that that's the kind of community we have. And I don't think that's what everyone gets to enjoy when they have their own community. I don't know what everyone else's community is like. But, you know, I feel very lucky to have all that. And for it to last for so long. Here we are. Do I need a new box of Heatwave? I think I need a new box of Heatwave. New box of Heatwave coming right up. Let me go grab that. I'll be right back, okay? Wait, is it in this? Oh my gosh, it's going to be in this box, isn't it? Oh my gosh, here it is. I found it. All right. Very good. And everyone in here is real. They're all organic. No fakes in here. No bots. We don't bot. Everybody in here is 100% real. We don't need a bot. Besides, I wouldn't like it. It's like goes against my mindset. Snip of this. Yeah, I've heard of botting being used for all kinds of things, like making it look like people like your music. I hear celebrities use bots to pump up their social media accounts. Here it is. But if you look at YouTube, it's like explicitly against the rules. Like your actual account can get locked down and shut down if YouTube detects that you're botting. Apparently, Elon said people don't need to save for retirement anymore. Yeah, we talked about that one yesterday. That's right. Thank you, Elon Musk. I will now go buy more Pokemon cards. So wise. Elon said. People were pointing out Elon Musk, of course, is a billionaire, and he might be a little out of touch with some of those ideas, like no need to save money. He might be a little out of touch with those concepts. Elon Musk. That's right. I don't agree politically, but I've always appreciated the open discussions and non-censored discourse. Non-censored? Guess again. If you go against Dear Leader, it's over for you. Let's put this in here. No, I probably do have a lot of political takes that is like sandpaper for some people, you know. People, I really believe all politics comes down to two different personality types. People who are of a conservative personality type, that is having sort of like a desire for distance, rule following, safety, and then people who are more like open. That's experimentation. That's like maybe more on the compassionate side. That's more on the like kind of like mixing things up a little bit. And so you got these two personality sides, like introversion and extroversion, and you just fell into one of those groups when you were born because you have, you know, it's just some DNA combination, and that's it. That's all it is. And so when you talk about political discussion from that perspective, you realize most of politics is just people strictly running on their emotions. And I want to go beyond that. I want to know what is the next smartest move for me, and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. You don't need anything else. You don't need the conservatives' Bible. You don't need the liberals' Bible. You don't need to follow any of that stuff. It's all indoctrination anyways. What is your next smartest move? And that's all you need to know. It's what's good for me. All right, let's see. BT01 for Matthew. All right, Matthew, let's get it. Mr. Matthew. All right. Oops. Let's fix this. Probably sounds a little selfish when you say it that way, but oops. Very good. Then again, I don't put any money in the basket in a church either. I don't do that either. And I'm very fine with that. I don't lose any sleep over it. All right. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. We all got one. No need to mess with another's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All right. TCC, you know this is all a simulation. Right, exactly. It's all a simulation. Yeah, the more abstract you get about it, like humans are just these little creatures like ants, right? With DNA, we all have a DNA. You can think of us like a bunch of lab mice, really. And then we got all these things we care about, but we're just sets of DNA thinking we have an identity, thinking we care about things. No, we're just DNA. We're just like Petri dishes. We're like the bacteria in the Petri dish. That's all we are, right? So you get super abstract about it. And then when you can think about it abstractly like that, you really can start to tinker with the rules. You can start to think about, okay, so there's these rules to this Petri dish, and everyone's morphing around in the Petri dish. And what is even your goal in the Petri dish? What's the goal? You know, what's the utopia? What does utopia look like? All right. Mr. Matthew. Very good. Ooh. This is Utopia. Now we're... Whoa! I think I just found 2 giant Utopias. I heard in a box. Oh, I thought it said times... Oh, my gosh. I read it slightly wrong. My bad. I might have thought you said 10 packs of it. There we go. All right, 1 whole box. Boop. Holy moly. Utopia is when giant boobed girlies, giant boobed goth mommies wear bikinis. Utopia is when I can get rid of anyone I don't like. Well, yeah, actually, if you think about it, for some people, that's how they feel, right? Like, imagine you're in a messy divorce and your wife's taking everything, or your yucky husband's taking everything, and you wish that person could just disappear, right? It shows you the basic nature of competition over limited resources, perhaps the limited resource including, you know, like your children or something, right? And when you get really deep into it, when you get really deep down into the feelings of it, you're like, oh man, this person needs to disappear. They need to go bye-bye. And then you end up with like that grandma who killed the one guy because he was divorcing her daughter. You know what I'm talking about. What case? What's that in Florida? Can't remember where it was taking place. But she's going to jail because she like killed her son. Whoa! They're fighting over control over the children. Whew, those get really nasty, man. Those divorce fights. I hope to never be in one. What do we got? We got the blue hair girl. Just pointless. Just wasting money, you know. Oh, yeah. Here's... Yeah, this is Trump. This is the U.S. Navy. And in the mirror, that's Venezuela. Yeah, that's one Utopia, huh? All right. Boop. I can do whatever I want. When you play a video game, when you're in God mode, you do get to kill other characters for free, you know? That's what happens in a video game in God mode. And so it shows you the weird sort of animal nature of humans. That if somebody had God mode in the real world, they might just kill other people for fun. Somebody would. Not everybody. Somebody would, though. You know that's true. So you have to inherently look at the human animal, or DNA if you wish, like it's this dangerous thing, like just immediately, because that's just how it is. Oh, of course you could try to splice that DNA out of the human so that they don't have those animal features anymore. But what if that ruins something, you know? What if the human loses ambition or productivity? Then you have other problems. All right, what we got? You'd effectively turn the human into a house cat. Actually, house cats aren't a good example. They eat a lot of things. Here's meow. All right, here's the booby girl. The purge. Zoom mode engaged. What do they say in the movies? They say, stop, freeze, enhance. Enhance. All right, let's zoom back out. Stop the screen. Stop moving it. Enhance. Don't you like it when it's like a blurry picture in the movie and then they enhance and it becomes less blurry? Like, bro, it's so stupid. All right. This is one whole box of BT01. It's pretty nice, huh? Wow, somebody explained to me how Donkey Kong has some of the best music. Ugh. Enhance, enhance, enhance. Okay, you ready? So here's this. Oh. Scooby-Buzz, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yes, nurse. Oh, my God. I'm going to the doctor's. Look, she's got a little lock. Danky Kang. Here we are. All right. Oh. Have you played Bananaza? No. I'm clicking that. I'm clipping that. You could. And oh, konnichiwa, Oni-san. All right. So there we have it, Mr. Matthew. Thank you so much, Mr. Matthew. Did we already get you on that ZELLE card? Did we get the other guy on the ZELLE card? Hold on, wait a second. Yeah, Joshua Ramos is on here. How about you, Matthew? You on it? Matthew Rodriguez? Yeah, you're on it. Okay. If anybody's new using Zelle, like if you aren't on the Zelle giveaway, let me know. I'll add a spot for you. Holy mommy. All right. So, Matthew, I'm already in a better mood after opening that. Matthew. His name is Matthew. He likes the boobs. Look at these beautiful 10s. Why aren't you guys jumping out of your seat for Gimme Ghoul? Because he's not Charizard. Here's my Yenna. Here's Deoxys. So we sold one of these Deoxyses today. They're a little cheaper now. They were 65. They're 45 now. So we sold one of these already. Here's another one. We priced this guy up like yesterday. He really has just been priced. Okay. Oh, but he's an M. That's what's going on with that. Here's Deerling. That needs to be repriced. Charmander. He's been repriced. Monkey D. Luffy. SR. Very nice. I didn't realize how many waifus were in this last shipment. Oh, your shipment came in. Nice, dude. Yeah, you got a lot, man. Mr. Zach. He's going in for the OP13 battle. You got it, Mr. Zach. Okay, guys, we're running another OP13. Let's see. Here it is. OP13. Popping that over there. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Nicholas Williams, he says, 2 Bleach, 2 Solo Leveling, Volume 1 and Volume 2. You got it. 2 Bleach. I got 1 Bleach. So we're going to go get a fresh box of Bleach. I saw you talking about feminism in Discord. Do you feel as though it's bad for society? Yeah, I'd probably say so. I think that it depends. Okay, it's not as simple as just quote unquote feminism, but it's about gender roles. It's about gender roles. And I think if you mess with the gender roles too heavily, nobody has kids. Bottom line. Nobody has kids. And it's a self-correcting problem, so you actually don't have to do anything about it. So it's not, you know, you can just ignore it. It'll correct itself in like 1 generation. 2 Bleach, 2 Solo Levelings. Let's go grab it. All right. Oh, yeah. Boop. There we go. Okay. Very good. It's actually a pretty big experiment that only began a little while ago. And we're in the future now, and that experiment's still being played out. Good. Okay. It's my strong belief at this point, every country that kind of invests a lot into feminism will have huge population decline. That's my belief on that subject. 2 Solo Leveling. For a while, I thought that population was a matter of money. It's not. It's not a matter of money. It's a problem with gender roles. That's what it really is. So the boys don't want to be dads, and the girls don't want to be moms. That's the real problem. There you go. Because we've been in harder times with less money, and everyone still had kids. So we need another box of Solo Leveling. I'll be right back. Unless I already have a box over here, do I? No, I do not. Let me go get it. Kind of ran out, right? Just in time. All right, here we go. Boop. Mr. Why have kids when Grok in the Pentagon is going to wipe out humanity? The Pentagon. Here we are. Okay. All right. Norm Guy says, I put an order in online afterwards. How do I go about shipping to Australia? That's a great question. Basically, we just have to know how heavy your stuff is, and then I'll give you a quote for your shipping. Most likely, your shipping will cost $40. There we go. All right. Here's a bonus pack. You get the bonus pack. You ready? Let's get it. Yeah, that's a good question, man. It's not a big thing to worry about. I truly believe it's self-correcting. There we go. The subject of, gender norms and all that. One generation, that's all it'll take. One generation, it solves itself. We'll snip this. Bleach. All right. Tossing this over here. Mr. Nicholas. Ooh, listen to this music, man. Huang Dong-su. Whoa. You want Huang Dong-su? Here's Sung Jin-ha. And boop. Ooh. I like these, man. These promo packs on the top of the box. These are really good. Yu Jin-ho. So that looks really fancy. Very good. Now could be a very good time to have kids, by the way. Humanity could be poised to be in one of the most prosperous time periods of all time. There's a lot of neuroticism. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety. But the truth is, I think societies are coming closer and closer to having AI doctors and AI engineers, self-replicating robots. We could be very close to like a threshold in our level of advancement that just elevates us to an insane new level. And everything will change, and I mean really change, when we start DNA editing, which it's going to happen. Look at this. Whoa. Wow, that looks great, man. That's an action point. That looks better than a holographic. You better grade that one. We're going to start DNA editing in heavy amounts pretty soon. And when you create the human being, it's going to be like making a video game character. You're going to choose your attributes. So humans will be in control of something they've never been in control of. And that's your build. You'll actually be able to design yourself. We are. And we'll probably solve death. And we'll probably do human cloning. So all those things are they're just around the corner, I swear. All those things. Nicholas Williams, Mr. Nick. All right. There we go. All right. Let's toss this over here. We got Toga P. AI will find the cure to aging in a year or two. Maybe AI will, maybe just regular doctors will. But I think that we're going to at least figure out how to cure cancer. We're going to figure out how to create artificial organs, which will allow people to live way longer the moment we figure that out. Way longer. Artificial organs, curing cancer, and reverse aging. And we're going to live so much longer. We'll live for hundreds of years maybe. And it's going to change all of society. It's going to really change things when we reach that. Now, I'm already old. I'm 37. A lot of you guys are old. We might not see it. But the next round of kids, that's what I was saying. So you're like, oh, well, why should we have kids? The world sucks. This might be the golden age of being born right now. The next round of kids. They might be growing up in the luckiest society in any point of human history. So it's a good time to be a kid. Here we go. All right. Very good. So who goes next? That says 614. This one says... Okay, technically this one's older. Next up, we have Edward Shelton, 6 Phantasmal Flames. 6 of them, and 6 of the 151 surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Place this over here. And 6 of the 151 surprise, which is the Chinese exclusive set, which we are keeping where? Excuse me. Ho-ho. Shoshi. Cat girl robots. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll have like a sexy cat girl robot friend if you don't want to have babies. And then they'll be like, here, just go jerk off with this thing until you're really old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We kind of already have that. The robot doesn't exist, but the ability to just jerk off forever does. This. Okay. Very good. I was saying that's one of those things we haven't really studied the effects on society yet. Society's never had this level of adult content that we have now. We have such extreme adult content. It's so easy to access for everyone. Young kids, 90-year-old adults, tons and tons of boobies and vaginas and wieners and everything in between for free. It's all over the internet. How does that affect society? You know? Actually, I think Florida is introducing a sin tax, kind of like what they do to liquor, cigarettes. Some places think sugar should have a sin tax. Florida is introducing a sin tax for OnlyFans. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on that. Are you for it? Are you against it? What do you think? Nope. Okay. Maybe we'll figure out robot pregnancy. I think that's a really big deal. China's working on that. China's working on test tube babies where, you know, you donate sperm and she donates an egg and it's raised completely inside of a test tube from beginning to end. There you go. Cricket Jim says it's good. What do you guys, do you like it or do you don't like it? A tax is called a sin tax on OnlyFans. It would be a 50% tax. It's actually really heavy. The guy who's introducing it says Florida would gain $50 million from just the top OnlyFans model, just one model. You gotta remember, these OnlyFans girls, oftentimes they earn more money than like a professional NBA basketball player. They earn that much money. Here's Krabby. But then again, here's my thoughts. Taxation, while it's sometimes seductive and good sounding, ooh, that person makes too much money, punish them. You might scare them away. So if you introduce a sin tax in only one of the states, what are the chances that state just chases all of those OnlyFans girls away? And then you collect zero taxes on them. So that's one of my theories, long-standing theories. But it's funny because I feel like it probably clicks with a lot of people. A lot of people go, yeah, I'm so tired of hearing about OnlyFans girls making millions of dollars, being a degenerate, shaking their thing. I wish I could be an OnlyFans girl and make millions of dollars shaking my thing. God, life would be easy. Here's Rock. Also, isn't OnlyFans basically online prostitution? I don't know. Here's Charmeleon. Here's Punk Helmet. What are you looking at, Punk? What are you, a punk? Punk it. Oh, right. So yeah, enough with that card. Here's Haunch Crow. If he was watching OnlyFans, he'd be called Horny Crow. Here's Tauros. And Lotad. Oh. And come on, bro. Oh, my God. You get one Punk Helmet. Wow, that's a pretty rough round in the Phantasmal Flames. Oh, that's fantastic. Edward Shelton. Thank you, Mr. Edward. You're doing, let me look at it. Well, the Chinese set handed out a hit. It handed out the shiny Pidgeot. That's actually pretty hard to pull over here. The Punk Helmet's really your undoing. I guess the Pidgeot's probably not super amazing either. Let me put you into the free slab there. That's tough, dude. I'll give you a free poker card, too. Thank you, Edward, for taking a shot on that. People put their lives on the line to open these packs. They're brave warriors. If the money goes to education, roads, etc., then yes, because then they can stop taxing us extra for it. The goon tax! Oh, I love it. I think if every state introduced a goon tax, maybe it would work out. I I think if only one state introduces a goon tax and it's too high, you're just gonna drive all the OnlyFans models out. All right. So I think I said free poker card, didn't I? We are. Whalmer. We're having a whale of a time. Embor, Teraki. Here, take this little Azuril. Here, take the take a junky one too. Take this Dino and this Litwick. Okay, I'm giving you 3 poker cards for fun, all right? That's Pidgeotto, no? Oh, right. That's what I was trying to say was Pidgeotto. My B. All right, cute little Litwick. Cute little Dino. Dino blow your horn. Dino blow your horn. All right, and here's Azuril. Azrael is upset because it's getting taxed now. Pay those taxes. No. That's Edwin Delcid. I believe we're starting you a new bag, aren't we? Edward Shelton, new bag. Here goes. All right, Edward. First round was not super hot, but maybe the next round. All right. How many years are we away from legalized brothels like in Game of Thrones? What do you guys think? Should we legalize prostitution at the federal level? I want to hear your opinions. Legalize prostitution, good or bad? $1.26. Imagine in the future, AI's doing all the work, and the only thing there is left to do with each other is just have sex. That's it. We don't need each other for anything else. Nothing. All forms of human productivity. All hunter-gathering is all done by the computer. Humans have literally nothing else to do. Do you think we'll just be like a big sex pile? We'll just go around like Bonnie Blue because there's nothing to do with your life? That's kind of dark, actually, when you think about it. He trained for only $36 because he looks like a horrible jelly bean. Nobody bought him. Just leave him at 36 for the moment. All right. Diplin for 32. It's probably 32. I'm going to leave him alone. Okay, Diplin. All right. Let's take a picture of this. Sure, here you'll have nothing else to do, man. All right. Heat train a jelly bean. Huh? Tammy, don't deny it, Tammy. It is what it is. All right, let's see. You can't deny that he's a jelly bean. Free Trump. Here's NHCC Gym Battle Zach for the OP pack. And an Waifu Shuffle. All right, here's the Waifu Shuffle. Here goes. Mr. NHCC. Boom! Oh, man, I'm sorry. That's a cold one. No luck in the Waifu Shuffle. We have a Waifu Shuffle full of PSA 10 slabs. Go try it out, guys. Now, he's also going to take a shot. Do we need to create a new card for you? I can't remember. I don't know. Did we? Check. All right. Let's create a new card for you real fast. Hey, how's it going, NHCC? Boom. Boom. All right. I need a new one. That's a plain old scorecard. Mr. Zach and Mr. NHCC. You know, it really doesn't matter who wins the pack as long as the pack is not a good pack. What really matters is who wins the pack when it's the pack that holds a manga. I was talking about this in the daytime stream. I'm saying, if there's a manga in this pack, the person who misses it by like a small amount is going to have nightmares. They're going to be haunted. Oh no, I missed the $20,000 life-changing card. You know what I mean? Think about it. So is the topic of Scammer Paul joining One Piece discussed? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him. I liked him better before, but over time I don't like him as much. Zach pulls Ditto. You can only tie with Ditto. It's a tie. Here's Rapidash. Kind of a weak one. Not the weakest, though. Another tie. Tapu Lele. But they're both 110. Tie. Round 3. Oh, you're in trouble. The olive tree's strong, so you're in trouble, NHCC. But it doesn't beat Skeledirge. Wow. Skeledirge takes a round. All right, NHCC, you're up. Round number like 5 or 4. 220. It's pretty good. versus Fui Coco. It's a tie! They're tied! Oh, Cerulege is kind of weak, but he's not the worst. Oh my gosh, it's decided by Cerulege versus Gyarados. Gyat! All right, NHCC takes the pack. Wow, what a round. That took like half the deck. All right. That's cool. Now, again, it doesn't really matter because most of the time these packs are cold. But then again, if it turns into the manga, that's going to be like soul crushing maybe. So hold on to your seat of your pants. Ready? Yeah, Logan Paul force buying back his card sounds like a scam. I feel very sorry for everyone involved in that. There it is, just a standard pack. Got a couple hollows for you here, Mr. NHCC. Is that Miss Alexis? Has she just got here? I got a slab I got to give her. I'll be in shortly. Oh, okay. She's been showing up real late, man. She likes showing up late. It'll be like bedtime. I'll be like tucking myself into bed, and she'll be like, hi. I'm here to do the shipping. All right, let's grab this bag, this box. Trash the hollows. I'll give them to NHCC. Look at that, I'm sorry, I'll give them to Zach. Look at that, Zach. You won anyways. Whoa. Okay. Packology, how's it going, man? Nice of you to stop in. Let's turn this volume down a little bit. It's a bit loud. So we're busting up these orders because we were not busy at all a second ago, and now we're like super busy. So Nicholas Pacheco is done. We have Nathan Norman. He's been waiting a little while. He had a big order. Nathan Norman, are you watching? $75 for 3 live customs and 2 XY evolutions. Sweet. All right. Let's see what we got. Sent PayPal. Sounds good. Nathan Norman, is he here? I don't want him to miss it. It's pretty expensive. It's a pretty expensive round. I want him to see it. He might have looked away waiting his turn. He waited like 47 minutes for that round, man. Zard incoming. That'd be nice. That'd be good. Free, says Peter Marsh. Let's hand out a free spot. Keep typing free, guys. Here's Tammy Lowe. Tammy Lowe. The artist formerly known as Tammy Lowe. Here's NHCC. I'm going to put Nathan Norman on just because he did a big order. Nathan Norman. I'll put you on as well, Mr. Zach. Here you go, Zach. I've been putting people on who place orders just because we had a little bit of a slow night at the start. Notice how it's picked up a lot near the later half. Oops. Gallegos. That's what I said, didn't I? I said as we approach 7 p.m., it gets busier because it turns into 5 p.m. in California. Nathan Norman. Is Nathan here? Nathan Norman, we're starting on your order. All right, I don't want him to miss it, but we're going to start with the live customs, all right? They're pretty high and dry. What do we got? Okay. We got a 1, 2, 3. And a 1, a 2, a 3. So that's part of Nathan Norman's order. Right, let me double check. Yeah, he said 3 live customs. All right, so those are his. Let's see what he gets out of 3 live customs. Number 1. Oh, easy. 10 Gengar. And he also pulls this guy. Lando Rust. Landform. Oh, look at that. All right. Quillfish. That's a good round. Is it upper or lower? I don't know. You're going to have to guess. Gengar and Quillfish at the same time. Better than yesterday. That's right. It kind of catches you up. Is this it? Gengar 094. This is Gengar 094. You can re-roll it if you don't want it. And here's the Quillfish, number 49. So both of these are re-rollable for 90% of their value. Let me know if you'd like to re-roll or keep them. You can also keep one and re-roll the other, so you don't have to keep both of them. Let me know what you want. Nightbot, you better pick me. Quillfish is from Neo Revelation. It's a first edition. I'll keep both. All right, there you have it. Nathan Norman. Nathan Norman. And Nathan Norman. Wow. What an order, man. What an order. Now, XY Evolutions. Let's see how we're doing here. What do we got? We had to put one in the live customs where it's like 20 Pokey Shuffles or something crazy like that. All right, we got Vulpix, Sandshrew. I don't think there's a point to that. Ponyta, Magnemite. Oops. Brock's Grit. Oh, there's a Pikachu. So we'll treat Pikachu as a hit. Here's Brock's Grit, Farfetch'd, Slowbro Spirit Link, Kakuna, and Energy Retrieval. All right. Do you have any more? Do any of us miss the more simplistic artwork of Aquapolis and Sky Ridge? Was it simplistic? That was kind of cool, actually. All right, so this pack, kind of stanky. But, I mean, look at this Brock's Grit. Maybe he pulls you a 10, you know? Imagine he does. That's a big deal. And now, here's Pikachu. Pack number 2 could be Charizard. Let's see what happens. Charizard. Okay, Sandshrew. Poliwag. Douglet. Shield. Nidoran. What could that be? Voltorb, maybe? Oh, that's great. We got Pikachu. Pika! And Starmie. I used to love that Pikachu so much. The Pikachu reverse from XY Evolution. So fun, dude. All right. Not bad at all. That's definitely one of the best cards you can pull, in my opinion. All right. And then we got a couple cards in here. Okay. Look at that Pikachu. Pikachu. But he's kind of off-center. Okay, he's a little off-center. All right. That Pikachu sold for 1,000 before. Did it really? You mean like in a 10, you mean? Yeah. I got a Magneton from this setup for sale on eBay for 40,000. Have you guys seen that? XY Evolutions, Magneton 10, $40,000. Never going to sell, but it's fun to tease people. Because I know there's somebody out there and they need that Magneton. Which Pokemon set do you think will have the most girth in 2026? The most girth? Which set has the biggest Diglett in it? Okay, let's see. Nathan Norman, let's find your bag. Where are we hiding your bag? You got a fat little bag, dude. 25th anniversary. There we go. I don't know. You never know until you know. And then everyone goes, why didn't I think of that? Seems really obvious once it happens. You go, of course that one went up. Now it all makes sense. Mamma mia. All right. We have a Steven Gonzalez order. He ordered quite a while ago. He wants an EB3 Japanese pack. Steven Gonzalez. Steven Gonzalez. Here you go, Steven. Oh, yeah. So Steven waited an hour for this one. That's why I'm saying, man. We get 75 people in here and can hit an hour wait time. How's that other guy got 1,000 viewers and he doesn't have like a wait time of like 3 or 4 hours? Doesn't make sense. Because the viewers are fake. That's why. They are bots. Probably. Allegedly. All right, let's grab this. Oops. All right, Steven. Steven, do you feel Mega Dream worth investing in? I love it. I think it's good. But, I mean, 151's good. Terra Festival is good. Glory of Team Rocket is good. They're all good. That's the problem. You have so many good options. You could probably buy just about any of them and be sitting on a gold mine. Pikachu. Here's Iona. Here's Chandelure. Here's Charmander. Cha-cha. All right. We got some beautiful cards up there. Oh, this is pristine. Oh, this is going in the pricey channel with my other pristine cards. She has 4K viewers this morning, but like 5 people typing in chat. I don't know who Gingy is. Does she sell cards? Price of slabs. You know, if you're just some, you know, like dopey YouTuber and you're just trying to boost your numbers, that's one thing. But man, if you're also selling product, it's a little bit like business deception because you're not just a YouTuber at that point. You're a business. It's a deceptive practice. All right, there we go. Nicholas Williams, he says, Ancient Origins, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So you're talking about another spot over here, right? Okay. What, man, we got Nathan Norman and Nicholas Williams. The N box is on fire now. Nicholas Williams taking spots number 28 and 29. She does get great comms. Tarkov Arc Raider streamer, but she was opening Pokemon. I had shrimp dinner. Ew, yuck, I hate shrimp. Who here hates shrimp? Who loves shrimp? I got to know who's who. So there's 28, 29. It's getting close. Remember, one of these spots is already claimed because of this. See, this is in progress. There's 2 people in here. We need 4 more. So think of it like this. Spot number 30 is already accounted for. So that really means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. That's it. 6 spots. It's getting close. Then we do a box break. You know how cool that box break's going to be? It's going to be cool. You're going to miss out on it. It's going to take like an hour or 2. Are you doing break spots on the Ancient Origin spots? Yes, sir. It's called the little box break here. This Ancient Origins 1 out of 6. You could call it a sub list if you wish. Yes, sir. It's this thing right here. I just use an Ancient Origin pack to represent it, but it's basically, this is a sub list for the box break. 1 and 6. 2 people are in here right now. That's serious business. I told you guys, when it gets real close, it disappears. It moves much faster. Shrimp nasty. There's sea cockroach. What? Who's saying that? Mods. All right, we gotta have a test. I gotta know. That's it. I'm gonna like raise my blood pressure and have a heart attack. Wait, let me go one of these. City people. What are you talking about, city people? Are you the city mouse or the country mouse? More shrimp for me then. That's right. More shrimp for me then. So we're gonna say, are shrimp delicious, healthy, and cool, or ew? All right, so you have 2 options. Not a fan of shrimp. What? All right, so you have 2 options. Shrimp good or shrimp bad. Those are your 2 options. Water cockroaches, I don't know. All right, I'm going to rotate. Scissor, he's prepared to go down into the pricey channel at this point. Let's get him. Off the table you come. That doesn't sound right. All right. This is for a pair. There we go. Damn it, now I want shrimp. Shrimp haters. Toss this over here. Scrimps. So it says here, 27 people did vote. 67% voted that shrimp are delicious, healthy, and cool. Only 33% non-shrimp eating soy boys voted no. All right, we got to end the poll right there before it changes it all. All right, well, shrimp wins. Look, the data doesn't lie. You got to trust the data. You got to trust the data. You don't trust data? Look at the data. CNN poll shows people don't like Donald Trump. Here's Christine Andrews. Can I get 4 rocket packs? You got it. And S Inferno X. Ooh, so we're talking about Korean. All right. That always gets me. There are people who are allergic. Tammy, you're not allergic to shrimp, are you? Tammy, I think if you let me force feed you shrimp, you will eventually love them. You will love them. Yes. Even if you kind of like get asphyxiation or whatever it is from, what happens when somebody who's hyper-allergic, they have like an allergic reaction and their airway closes? My husband's allergic. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Tammy. All right. Christine. Times 2, mister. Oh, 2 of the Inferno X's. Is that right? Oh, 2 of the both orders. Oh, yeah, this is Inferno X $1.50. I can't remember. I actually can't remember the prices of these Korean products. There's so many products to remember. All right, here you go. Like that? Is that good? I don't know what to say, Tammy. We are. Very good. Let's snip this. Beep. And let's snip this. Sneep. Just snort a Benadryl. Damn, medical industry. Yeah. Yum. I think he totally can eat shrimp, but he's wimping out. That's what I think. I think he's just wimping out. Even if he gets hives after he eats them. Ooh. When it's only me and my parents, my mom always has a plate of shrimp, crab, and lobster for me. Oh, yes. All right. Alpha male mom over here. She got the seafood platter, man. We are. If you're allergic to shrimp, the trick is to keep eating it until it kills you or your body adjusts to it. That's the trick. Here's Reshiram. It's kind of like walking on coals or, you know, something like that. Something of a similar metaphor. My girlfriend is allergic to nuts, but I still pound Nutella daily. What? Something about pounding your girlfriend? Your girlfriend is allergic to nuts, but you still pound her? Damn, Tammy, I'm coming next time. Here's Mr. PDX's cards. What do you think of that? Seafood boils with potatoes and corn is S tier. I don't know. I had a seafood boil back when I was in St. Charles. That was a long time ago now. It's been like 4 or 5 years. So I had a seafood boil back then from a seafood boil company. And I didn't even know they existed until DoorDash came out. DoorDash was truly life-changing for me. I tried it. I was like, I don't know, dude. You know what the problem with it was? So the corn and the sausage and the potato actually dilutes the stinky seafood flavor, the umami seafood flavor. Kind of like people who dip their shrimp in that goofy red sauce. You know, what is that called? I don't know. It's almost like, it's like horseradish and ketchup, whatever that stupid sauce is. Yeah, the goal of eating seafood is to taste the seafood. You want to taste it. But so they put like the stupid Lori salt in it or whatever they call it, that orange seasoned salt. They put tons of that salt in there. Tons of it. And seafood's already salty, by the way. If you don't change, if you don't wash it, if you don't like do much to it, it's got a natural saltiness to it. But so they pour all these seasonings over the seafood boil, including over the crab legs. It doesn't even make sense. And then you can't taste the stink of the shrimp, that puckered butthole taste. You don't get it anymore. So that's how I felt about the seafood boil, is it actually lacked the spunky, dirty, rotten fish flavor that, you know, is the whole reason that you eat seafood. Because if you didn't want that, just go have a chicken nugget from McDonald's, bro. Just go have like a chicken nugget. You can go get chicken nuggets if you want chicken nuggets. You know, if you want like overly salty protein, go have a ham. You can just eat ham. It's not a big deal. No one's going to judge. I'm going to judge you, but other people won't judge you for that. Tyler Davis. Here you go, Tyler. Ooh. You need South Texas seafood boil. I think that it makes sense for crawdads because crawdads have a different flavor. They taste like mud, which is not the same as shrimp. Shrimp tastes sort of like this nasty, rancid, rotten fish on the bottom of the ocean flavor. But crawdads, they taste like freaking mud, dude. So it makes sense for a crawdad boil, and I'd love to go to like a true southern crawdad boil. I've never been to one of those. I'd love to go to one with like the whole family, which I don't have a family. I don't have anyone to hang out with like that. So I'd love to go to the whole family. I know what that feels like because when I was a kid, my grandparents had that. They would invite all the children back over, right? So, you know, I'd love to experience one of those crawdad boils. You got to invite me to the crawdad boil. But for shrimp and lobster and crab, it's sort of like you're owning it. You know, you took something delicious and made it, you know, like a common salt flavor. You do wash your crawdads before you cooking them. No, you have to eat them unwashed. Excuse me. High performance stream requires high performance drinking. So Tyler Davis, this could be the pack that contains a 20,000 manga. Probably not, but every single pack, it's possible. That's why they cost so much money. They could also contain some other rare cards, like, ooh, Silver's Rayleigh. There you have it. You have a hit in your pack. The crawdads were interesting. When we were kids, we hunted for crawdads in the creek. My dad would take us, he was good at this. He was actually a good dad in this sense. He would take us to like these big creeks. We'd all have these little green fish nets, and it'd be like 100 degrees outside, but we'd be wading in the creek, catching crawdads and putting them in a big white bucket. You bring them home and you prepare them for freezing, and then you freeze them. We eventually made like a jambalaya out of that, and I was so unimpressed because it was just worse shrimp. It was shrimp, but without the delicious shrimp flavor, that stinky puckered butthole flavor that I was joking about. It lacked the shrimpiness. Here we are. Tyler Davis. Bloop. And Bozoinks. Does Tag grade One Piece? Yes, they do. I've seen a lot of One Piece come back 10 from Tag. I think Tag likes One Piece. They consider it like a nice modern card. So they hand out easy 10s. Elijah Martinez, One Ancient Origin, sublist spot, and please grade with PSA, my first edition, Ditto Hollow. Should be in the Cool Kids box. Wow, that's an old one. All right. Puckered butthole. You never give a puckered butthole a big old, you know, one of those? Sure. All right. Elijah Martinez. Very good. All right. All right, that's up to 3 out of 6. And then grade the ditto. Let's see. You laughing at? You're laughing like you think I'm joking. Let's place this over here. How adventurous are you guys? Ooh, look at that, everybody. Beautiful. All right. Wow, it looks really clean. It has maybe a shot at a 10. It looks like the corners are not perfect, but they're pretty good. Okay, so this is going off to PSA. Good luck, man. I hope they give it a 10. There you go. Who here has eaten butt? Like, fully eaten it? $15 card from that OP13 pack? Nice. Okay. Some of you probably have never done it, and some of you are probably going to lie and say that you've done it, but you actually have not done it. Here's Hello Kitty. Meow. Bubba Gump Shrimp is what they got. If you ain't, she gonna leave you. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Here's Pikachu. Look at that Pikachu. Pokemon Go Pikachu. He's recently priced. And me, says Russ. I might believe you, Mr. Russ. You are. All right. Very good. Who hasn't? Let's be real. I suspect a lot of people. They say, you know, sex is on the decline. People are having less of it. For men especially. Men are having way less sex. And so, you know, I don't know what people need to get out there and get busy with each other. Because that's a healthy thing. That's a good thing. To have a relationship with somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. And, you know, seeing that number, that big decline makes you wonder, like, uh-oh. Are we going to be okay as a species? Like, here's this one thing that's really awesome about existence, and people are doing way less of it. Like, oh. So let's see. Pikachu does not belong on this round. He is a P. The Cleavor does. College was fun. That's all I got to say. Make a poll. All right. So I'm going to make a have you eaten ass poll, and you have to answer honestly. And it's 100% anonymous, so no one will ever know if you're real. But I'm asking you to be honest, okay? Yes, it's very funny if you say, oh, I definitely have. But we want a real scientific outcome here. Okay, we want a real scientific outcome. So just answer honestly, and let's get a little poll going. Let's try it. All right, give me a second here. There's a time to joke around, right? But this is science. Have you truly eaten butt? All right. What if it was by accident? No. It's got to be the real deal. Like you're in bed with the partner and you put your stuff into her hole. Or his hole, I suppose. And when I say stuff, I mean your mouth. All right. Let's see. You can't lie about it, okay? It's very important not to lie here. We want to see real results. Don't try to, like, inflate the number just for fun. Let's see the truth. Ooh. Not my thing. Exit only. Everyone be honest. Here's Pikachu. Here's Electrode. Here's Apple Fun. Here's Beetle. And here's Hello Kitty Cat. Meow. Y'all eating Choco Starfish, huh? It's actually pretty close to half and half. We have now reached the 27 vote mark, and about 56% of people have said that they do. And then 44% of people said they have not. That's your scientific vote right there. So about a little more than half of people are claiming that they did. I like to assume a couple people are saying they did just for the funniness of it. We're going to end poll there. Science, everybody. Science. There you go. Half and half. It makes the women go crazy. Where's his wife? Come get your man. All right, wait a second. So let me hit refresh on the website. It makes the girls go crazy. And then they fart in your open mouth. Oh my God. Here's, whoa, the tray slab. All right. What are we even talking about anymore? We're going to scare the audience away. Here's the Boa Hancock. Whoa. She's 3 out of 6. We need 3 more people here. Rip the night stream. Hey, what's up, Mr. Destroyer? I have been enjoying our current schedule. We still get about 6 hours of stream time in, so it's going to be okay. Just going to be a different time of the day. Actually, let's see if that's true. How much stream time do we get in the nighttime or the morning time stream today? How much time? Well, I'm looking it up. So the morning time stream looks like it was about 2.5 hours, and we're going to get 3 hours over here. So that's about 5.5 total stream hours. So we're getting about the same stream time, maybe slightly less, about 30 minutes less. Things have been okay. I thought that maybe the change from morning to night would be rougher than it was, but it's been pretty good. I'd rather eat shrimp. The farting in the face is a thing, mister. Contrary, mister, you have a full audience. Yeah, we have 71 people here. It's kind of decent. Here, I think we probably scared some people off with the butt mechanics here. Here's Evie. All right. Very good. PSA 10, Evie. She got some Whisker biscuits. You get like a second meal. Grab this. I'd rather eat shrimp. Oh my God, dude. We're going to go with shipping lowest. We want the cheapest one. So this cute little Eevee has actually gotten a little cheaper over time. That's not a surprise. There's a lot of... You thought that was funny, Gabriel? I heard that a long time ago from a guy I worked with in Sears. And he was talking about eating ass. And he was talking about, you know, when you get like a chunk of corn or something. Oh my God, it was so funny. Here's Darkrai. All right. So Darkrai out of 136. Darkrai. 136. Get that little second meal in. Here's, so he's English, right? Yes, he is. But he's the trick-or-trade version of the card, which is a Cosmic Hollow. And it costs $175. Nah, bro, nah, I don't believe that. But we're going to go ahead and copy the Obsidian Flames price of $90. So this card has gotten more expensive every time. You guys like that one? Now you can use that one on your friends. Little Whisker biscuits. They're called Whisker biscuits. Get 90. We are. All right. Good. Ooh. Ooh. 5 new listings. Ooh. This Clefairy needs to go directly into the Poke Shuffles right away. Clefairy's going in. Okay. This is rotated. We're going to raise the price slightly for its first time in the Poke Shuffles. This is a great card. I come for the Pokies, but stay for the intellectual. Oh, yeah. We're so smart over here. So smart. High IQ. Yes. There you are. All right. Okay. You only have one life to live, guys. Go live it. Go live it. That includes in the bedroom. You got to go have some fun in the bedroom. Now, wait a second. I got to write the name down, right? Go be daring. Go try something you've never tried. Number 5. Clefairy. And that's going to say PSA 4. He's wise from all those misters. Wise beyond his age. Gonna name some cats Whiskers and Biscuits so I can say I got Whisker Biscuits at home. Oh, my God. All right. Very good. Okay. So this guy is like $70 in a PSA 10 now. He has gone up. They've all gone up a little bit. We're rotating these slabs and realizing many of them went up in price. This one went down. Very interesting. Double dot is in. Yeah, a couple of these went down in price. Some of them went way up. Okay. So wise. All right. And we're going to hit some. Your partner and you and a lot of alcohol. You got to try something new. Oh, look at that. OP13, new pack. Just about 1 whole bottle of vodka later. 1 whole bottle of vodka. Ooh. Let's see, it's 7:03. We have 30 minutes left to have fun. What do you guys want to do with our remaining 30 minutes to be together? Just me and you and me. Let's hand out this card. How about that? Oh, and let's end this. Oh, we already did. Okay, good. Wait. Oh, yeah. There we go. So here's a Matthew. Oh, okay. We rolled 2 names. I got it now. I got confused there. I was like, what did I do there? Marquette. 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 M. And Matthew Swanson. Matthew Swanson. Free the Whiskers. Did NHCC get on? Right there. Oh, we need to hand out some bounty spots, though, don't we? Do we need to hand out bounty spots? Does anyone remember? Number 18, A. Perez. Number 19, who's 19? 19 is Trevino Blue. Trevino and Cricket Jim. It's Cricket Jim. Landing on 5. That's Mr. Shinobi. Take a look at it. Shinobi, Shinobi, are you here right now, by the way? I never remember your name, Shinobi. You have to remind me. Shinobi, he plays the giveaways all the time, kind of like Cody Hodges does. And guess what? He wins sometimes. He actually just gets free cards for being consistent. Here. All right, Shinobi, you want to remind me what your name is? I can't remember. Or I can just write Shinobi on the back. Doesn't matter to me. Tahua. Yes, Tahua. Thank you so much. Look at that, man. Very good. I'm very bad, by the way, at remembering YouTube names and how they connect to real names. So Taihu is very consistent. He gets into a lot of these giveaways, and he's won several of them. So Taihua, this caught a 5, but look, it's pretty well centered on the back. And so I think one of the reasons it got a 5 is there's a bend right here. Doesn't have a crease in it. You might be able to crack it out of there and flatten it and regrade it. I don't know if you will. Somebody probably could. Hey, this is a free card to a first-time buyer. If you're enjoying our stream, be sure to smash the subscribe button so you know when we go live. It's very important that you smash that button. What do we have down here? Anything else to give away? Don't forget about this Donkey Kong break. I'd like to see that go off. It's a very fun item. It's a weird item. Weird. Remember that? Okay. Oh, we got a little text from Miss Alexis. Let's see what she's saying. Miss Alexis says, let me in. Oh. Has she been locked outside this whole time? I'll be right back, guys. Let me make sure she's not locked outside. Maybe Kyrus went to bed. Sometimes Kyrus does that. She goes to bed. Okay. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Alexis was just standing out in the cold. I'm not even exaggerating. She was literally just standing there, freezing to death. Whew. There we go. Let me set this back over here. All right. Whew. So this is the next free one, this guy right here. We got Rocket Returns, Dark Ariados. He got a suspiciously low grade. What was the bad grade for? I don't even know. Oh, I think it's for this up in this corner. Look. It's not a... yeah, how would PSA treat that? I don't know. So that got an 8.5 for that. I don't know what that would be considered. Like too much paint on the card, maybe? Not sure what you would call that. He's valuable as a 10. How could you make her wait? I'm sorry. So this is for free for my besties. My besties. Kara's probably in the bedroom. Sleeping. Oh, I'll just go to bed. This keyword shall be TCC. Okay. Let's set it up. How many spots left in that DK box? So we currently have one person in there. It's a very unique item. Here's the deal with that item. We're going to host one break on it, and we'll never host a break on that again. So here's your once-in-a-chance lifetime to get into that. It's a very fancy box. 1982, Topps. Topps is a very respected company, and it's a graded box. It's graded authentic by BBCE. All right. We have a couple orders in queue. We've got Mr. Will Oglesby, who says, for Prismatic. How many Prismatics is that? 3 of them? That's 3 of them, right? All right, give me a second. All right, Mr. Will. Boop, boop, boop. Mr. Will. Ooh. Snipping this. I wonder how many children we scared out of the stream with our butt talk. You think we scared them all out? Think about it. Imagine little Timmy's watching the stream, and you hear Cardconomist saying, so how many guys have eaten butts? The mom hears that, Timmy, turn that off right now. Turn that crap off. He has a filthy mouth. But, Mom, I'm trying to watch Pokemon. Whoa, Master Ball Pyroar. Alexis was cold. Mistress giving Alexis a slab. Alexis must ship. Yes, I went to the door, and I had an extra slab for her to ship out. Raulu Leafeon. Alexis, you're here. Ta-da! All right, very nice. Will with the W is over here. What are these? Oh my gosh. The mom's going to tell her friend group not to let their kids collect Pokemon anymore. That's right. Ooh, these are nice. Alexis became Dobby. Dobby, it's feed. All right. Will Sharp, Zach. Alexis was out there freezing because Karis locks the damn doors almost as if she doesn't want us to get robbed. There you go. Freaking. But normally Karis is out there, but she's not out there today. I bet she's like making music or something. You know, she likes to do that in her free time. Karis, she likes to get a little music maker out. Sometimes she plays video games. Where is your stuff? Ugh. Here's Will Sharp, Exadrian. Here's Weatherman, Wilder Cardano. Is this a new bag? I do want all my cards, please. So we don't do bulk, though, okay? We don't do bulk. Let me grab this. We do all your hollows. Let's grab this. We try to have that same rule for everybody, okay? We don't want to do bulk. Bulk's a bad idea. Washyak, do you not have a bag? Is this a first time? Wait, is this a first time order? Because you just asked me about bulk. Not bulk. I swear you've ordered before, haven't you? I recognize your name really well. That might have been a first time order. I collect the sets. I hear you, man. All right, let me get a fresh bag for you. Here we are. I wasn't all that cold. I brought my big jacket today. Oh, her big girl jacket. Here's Houndour. She's so warm. Poopus ass. What's up, man? There we go. Be prepared, she said. Who said be prepared? Mom's going to tell her friend group. I took a little nap at home and I was so tired. And the will to not be cold was too great, so I did grab my coat. This is a very good move. We're going to say, Will Oglesby. Nice to meet you, Mr. Will. 1.26. All right, well, so we don't normally do bulk, right? Bulk is a bad thing. It makes the bags heavier. It fills the boxes up. Let me see. What do we have in here? A little Heatran, a little Duraludon. We'll just do this one time, okay? But there we go. We don't normally do bulk. There you go. So I pulled all the Pokemon out for you at least. All right. You took a little nap. You can't be doing that, Alexis. Alexis, you got to be over here, man. We got so much. Alexis promised me. She said she was going to get into Pokemon card encapsulation. She said she's going to start doing PSA orders. She says she's going to start doing card evaluations. She wants 9 hours a day, every single day, 7 days a week. She loves it. Jack Woodworth, 2 Poke Shuffles. Here you go, Jack. Mr. Jack. Jack. Okay, what we got? 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2. Whoop. 2 cold ones, Jack. No. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That sucks. Here's Matthew Rodriguez. He says, okay, now I'm ordering 10 packs of BT01. So do we have an open box of BT01? That'd be convenient. No. All right, I have to stand up and get some BT01, some boobies, some titty cards. Let me move these back over here. You see how this looks, Alexis. We can't have this. What is this? Ugh. Oh, Minecraft card. All right. Sometimes I just find stuff. Here's BT01. Look at this, everybody. Look at this. Ooh. See that little tape right there? Straight from the case. Fresh box, starter decks. Your future could be in there. The Golden Charizard. Or one of those other really good alternative arts could be in there right now. Begging for you to open it. Please. All right. That's what card opening is. You're basically freeing the cards. And the cards are kind of like this big-tittied goth girl princess just waiting for you to find her. You missed the worst of it, Law. He had 2 wild poles. Here's Mountain Source. Enchantment. Enchantment. Here's Cow. They ruin the babies of Minecraft. Thank you, Minecraft mods, for doing basically nothing. Here's the bed. And here is the campfire. All right, so a couple Minecraft cards here. That's fun. What we're going to do, we got Nicholas Pacheco in here now. That's 41 and 6. We're going to place these in. That's another part of the binder break. So binder break, really fat bag, whole bunch of cards now. All right, for you, Matthew. Nikkei sells out. You know, Matthew, if you're a really big lover of these Nikkei cards, one of the most respectable ways to collect them are those pricey Weiss Nikkei packs, first edition. Take a look at that in the menu. They're like $9 a pack. They're really pricey, but that's the like big dog stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These aren't bad either. I mean, they're fun. They're obviously a lot more affordable, but there's a reason why the Weiss ones cost a little bit more. Is because they're way more desirable to pull a hit out of. The polls were great. That's right. Science. Science. There you go. I'm a pollster now. I went to school. I have a doctorate degree. Now I can ask people on CNN if they don't like Trump. Oh my gosh, the people who watch CNN decided they don't like him. That means it's true. My luck won't let me, says Matt. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're scared of the odds. I feel you, man. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. Well, Matt, have you thought about inheriting a lot of money? Because that could work. Then you could just open as much of the Weiss as you want. Here's a hollow. Hey, y'all. It's Eli Garcia. How's it going, man? Welcome back. He says it's been a while. I'm glad you're hanging out. Here's a hollow. Authorities announced the arrest of 18-year ... That's such a tempting email to click on. What was that email all about? Whoa. Konnichiwa. Here's this girl. And ho, ho, ho. And this one. And last but not least, oh, very slick, Mr. Matthew Rodriguez. You got the Sakura. Sakura. It is I, Sakura. You got the girl with the titties out. All right. Well, there could be 2 in a box. Don't forget that. But sometimes it's just 1 in a box. And cool. Let's go ahead and sleeve this. New Weiss set come out. I'll try the waters again. True, they're a little cheaper when they first come out. Not always, but usually. Then as they get older, they get a little more expensive. All right. We got some cheap Weiss sets on the channel, don't we, guys? Fujibunko Volume 2 is also a really sexy girl card set with a lot of popular girl card characters. And that was a bit more affordable. Boop. So, let's go find your bag. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Now we're jumping over here to the website. This order is of... Oh, here it is for Mr. Ben Garcia. He says, an English OP6. Oh, time to go hunting for OP6. Here it is. Ugh. All right. And a Panini Prism Blaster. Whoa! You're not allowed to open that. Nobody opens that. Oh, look what I found. More of this, huh? I didn't have to leave the room. I already had some. All right. You got it, mister. Here's your Panini. Wait, that's not Panini. Why are there all these? Throw that out. That's NBA. Miss Alexis watches a lot of NBA. She told me she watches a lot of NBA. She's a big NBA fan. All right. Aha! Oh. Ooh. One edition NFL 5 TCG. All right. I never know where I put these damn NFL 5s. And now we have another order for them. And my brain has no clue where we set them. No clue. My intuition tells me we should have put it over here. Oh, thank God. That's it, isn't it? Yes! Here it is. And a Japanese Glory of Team Rocket. Ah, the Glory of Team Rocket. One spot for Boa Hancock. Okay. Hancock. Oop. Ben Garcia. He's jumping back in. We got some great breaks here. This is going to save 4. Ooh. So that's 4 out of 6. Ah! What set is that from? One Piece PRB2 maybe? Huh. Now, we got these beautiful packs to open, including this pricey OP6. Anything could happen. What do we got? One little snip. Another little snip. And another little snip. Okay, good. Lovely. Here's NFL, the 5. Joe Burrow, Leonardo. Here's Legarius, Isaiah. These are just commons, you can see. John Bostic. Here's an uncommon. Bryce Callahan. That's an uncommon. Fred Warner is your rare. So the rest is considered bulk. Ben Garcia. I don't know if any of those were players you were real interested in. But here's... So those are really cheap. Those are $2 a pack. Really, really cheap. Now, this is not cheap. This costs real money. This actually costs money. Ready? Ooh, I like that bent card in there. Is that going to be special? What do we got? Nah, it's just a standard card. Okay, so we've got Devontae Parker, Xavier Howard, Travis Kelce. That's that one guy who lost the Super Bowl for us. And Philadelphia Eagles. Boy, remember that? Super Bowl #2 for the Chiefs. And Kelce, like, did nothing useful. He actually, like, dropped a really good pass. My God. It's just all downhill. Devonta. They're going to be the best. They're going to beat the Patriots. Silver Prisms are sought after if it's RC and grades 10. Yeah? Cool. All right. Cool. I don't even like football, and I watched that play, and I was like, oh, man, the Chiefs are getting their asses kicked. It's like it wasn't even close. They were just getting steamrolled, man. And then this year, the Chiefs are like, oh, no, I tore my ACL. I'm out of here. Mister, it's their time to place an order. Yeah, I'd say so. 724. You got to place it fast, okay? Place it fast. Cold, and what do we have here for you? Okay, you get a little Don card. Okay, bonus Don card in this pack. Very nice. Ba-doink. All right, place this back over here. Ben Garcia. Do you have a bag? Do you know if you have a bag? Let's go look it up. Here's a Brandon Boutillier. Bryce McNelly. Ben Garcia, bag #2. You do have a bag. Okay, there's a Ben Garcia. And here's a Ben Garcia. And I think what we can do is we can move these 2 bags up into the yellow box now that we know you're here again. So we'll make your bags a little more active. I'm going to say number 1, like that. Okay, good. Good. Boop. All right, there goes. Thank you, Ben. Mr. Am I in the AO sublist, or do I need to send? You are in the AO sublist. Here's the AO sublist, represented by this booster pack. Elijah, Jesus, and NHCC, you guys are in. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I've sold enough cards today to make up for that damn $650 bill I got from Vacasa. Vacasa rental properties, never use them. Never use them. They suck. 2 years later, they send me a bill for $650. They just say I owe them $650. 2 years later, after doing business with them, we quit doing business. We didn't want them to manage our properties anymore because they did such a bad job. Because what they do is they hire a bunch of people on minimum wage to actually take care of your home, while the person who's actually taking the cut of your rent just kind of tells the minimum wage workers what to do. It's insanity. It makes no sense. All right. Last time I placed an order shipping. Oh, man, I thought we shipped. It does already. So if that's the case, they're still here. They're safe and sound. And if you truly did pay for a round of shipping, just look it up in your PayPal or however you normally pay, and we can get these shipped out too. The good news is they're not lost, but it sounds like you're thinking they might have supposed to have been shipped out. So those are over here, safe and sound. Check your PayPal payments. See if the last time you ordered shipping, but it sounds like maybe you did. Hey, Mr. Dylan. Been a minute. Hope you're well. I'm doing very well. All right, let's jump over here. Let's see. So we have an order. Oops. What is this? Wait a second. This isn't right. Let me hit refresh. Boy, Friday nights are so busy, but I have to shut it off at some point. Aaron Rodriguez, 2 English Destined Rivals, 3 Ghosts of the Past, and junk them if they're bad ones. Junk? Never. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghost of the Future. Ghost of Christmas Morning. There we go. All right. Love it. Ready? The website is popular. We have a new website that we've been using for about 3 months now, and we receive a substantial number of the orders in the stream through that website. How cool is that? I think if we reapply for distribution, we have a better chance now. Because we can say, yeah, we got a website. There's been 421 orders on the website at this point. 421. Wow. That's crazy. All right, what we got? You got Ghost Trick. Okay. Here's Fossil Fusion. Here's Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. All right, so those were cold. I'll toss these over here into the bowl. That's what almost everyone does with those hollows from Ghosts from the Past. They just bulk them. And now, Destined Rivals. We got Electivire. Look at that Electivire. And Zamazenta. Oh, Zamazenta. The one that you probably wanted really bad, right? Oh my God. I swear they took out the other Rocket Mewtwo and they put it into Mega Dreams. We've been ripped off. They took out Dark Doug Trio. If the waifu went to bed earlier, it means you can stay on longer. No. No, that's not what that means. It means I got to wake her up and say, okay, wake up. We got to go eat. We got to have dinner together. What we eat for lunch? We had a really filling lunch. I made chicken and beef stir fry for lunch. And then I had that with rice and a salad. It was actually a ton of food. I'm super full. I placed it on 1/5/26. All right. Would you like me to ship those out right now, or would you like to continue to add to them before we ship them out, perhaps? But let me say this. You have free shipping. So all you got to do is say the word, and we'll get them shipped out for you. We are. So we can ship them out as soon as you want. Could be tonight if you prefer. Or you can continue to add a little bit to them and then ship it out, and I'll ship it as soon as you say. Up to you. Okay. Shipping paid. All right. Mr. Dylan, he says, 1 spot in the Boa Hancock. Oh, it's close. Who's going to take the last spot? Anybody? We have time for one more spot. Who wants to lose $40? That's right. 4 people are going to miss. 1 person's going to get the star card and move into the Squirtle. And then 1 person is walking away with Boa Hancock. There's 1 spot left. Bro, why are you always out of one piece OP13? We have a lot of the English. We don't have any more of the Japanese. We sold out of it very quickly, and my supplier can't get any more of it. I can buy some on the secondhand market. It would be rather expensive if I do that. Up to you if you guys want to pay like a really, really high scalper price on OP13s. But here are my thoughts on the OP13s. It's a popular set. There's a high chance they reprint it. So you might just wait it out and see where it goes. I don't know about the English set. With the price on the manga being so high, I don't know how much they're going to print that. I think that they might reprint it once or twice maybe, but they eventually do have to get back to printing other sets too. Who wants to lose 40 bucks? That's right. Well, you could be the one who pulls the BOA. Your odds are 1 in 6. You could be the one who pulls the star card. There's a 1 in 6 odd for that too. In a way, you can think of it as 1 in 3. Because if there's 2 hits and there's 6 spots, you got about 1 in 3. AP's you in the BOA? If the waifu went to bed, hey, Mr. Been a minute. Last time I placed an order, man, I thought we shipped those already. Silver prisms. We have been having such a great night tonight. My gosh, what a fun night. We had a lot of conversation. We had a lot of funny conversation, actually. And we gave away multiple cards. It is, by the way, if you guys have not known this, paying with the ZELLE gets you into the ZELLE break. Not the ZELLE break, the ZELLE giveaway. It's a ZELLE giveaway. And all you got to be able to do is place an order on ZELLE, and it gets you in there. And we're just going to keep doing that, to be honest. Who wants to go 20/20 against me? Oh, for a half-star spot? I think he's referring to a half-star spot. You guys can... I'm not a half-star. Yeah. You can buy a half-break spot if you guys wanted. Some of you guys don't know that that's true, but yeah. You can go in for 20 and your buddy goes in for 20. And then if that card gets pulled, a secondary break occurs to see who actually pulls it. I'll do it NHCC, says Mr. A. Perez. So it sounds like NHCC is going to send in 20 and A. Perez is going to send in 20. Is that right? All right. That's what we have there. That might be the last spot right there, everybody. Hit refresh on the website. Let's see. I'll have that ready if you really want to do it. I'll do it, and NHCC says done. All right, that's all 6 spots, everybody. Let's start getting it ready. So one of the breaks is going off. Miss Boa Foot Penis. That's her other name. And there we go. Oh, yeah. We got Hedison, NHCC, Zach, A. Perez, and NHCC, Ben Garcia, and Dylan Chan. Ooh, she's a sexy one. Now, we need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now we need some cards. It is one piece, so let's use these one-piece cards. Now, 1, Beepo, York, Gum Gum Snake Shot, Douglas Bullet, Kozuki Momo Sonuki, and Little Oars Jr. Wow, there's so many characters, man. I can't keep up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need the hit card, which is represented by this right here. So this is what you're trying to pull. And the way it's going to work, if you pull this, you can then trade it for the hit card. Or you can keep this little Magnemite. Nobody ever does, but you actually can do that. You won't get the slab. You would keep that if you wanted to. Nobody ever chooses that. And there's the star card. All right. So I will slip these in back here so you can't see what packs they go into. And then we will shuffle it up. All right, Mr. needs some English OP on that desk. I know. La Flame, how's it going, man? All right. Very nice. Very nice. You guys are going to pick a number to split the deck for Boa Hancock. La Flame, I should have bought your card from you, man. I was looking at that manga Luffy. That's been on my mind. Here we are. Oops. You still got the signature at least. That's nice. Yeah, that's on my mind a lot right now. Okay, give me a number. I want the Marmite. If they don't choose it, can I have the Marmite? What? Pretty good. You should have. I know. One number will split the deck. What do you guys think? 1, a 2, a 3. a 4. Give me a number. Maybe the audience is lagging. Is it lagging? Magnemite, dumb autocorrect. 7. 7 is the equivalent of 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, there it goes. So that is split. And then, there we go. So we got 6 of these guys. I'm going to take them behind the screen and shuffle them back here. That way you can't follow it. All right, and now we're bringing it back to the front, and we're going to shuffle it some more. Okay. All right, 1 Boa Hancock's on the table. Give me a number, and we'll split that in half as well. So it's a double blind split with the audience splitting the deck. It's laggy, says Alexander. Is it? I thought there might have been some lag because it took a minute for people to guess a number. Give me a number. 2? All right. 1, 2. Good luck. Shoop. That's you, Dylan. All right. And you did it! Wow. All right. Everyone else says, wait a second. So that's Dylan. Oh, wait, we put this here. And now here's Zach. Zach's go. You did it, Zach! That's the star card for Zach. That means you have saved yourself to some degree. Here's A. Perez, NHCC. I'm sorry. Here's Hedison Vasquez. I'm sorry. Here's NHCC. I'm sorry. And here's Ben Garcia. I'm sorry. All right, so those are over. Those are your pulls. Okay. And this is going to go back in here. The lag is insane. Is there lag? No one else is saying there's lag. All right. So, Zach, you go into the Squirtle. Ready? He receives spots. He's a really good card, actually. That's 2 out of 9. 7 spots remain. Don't underestimate the star card. He does go off. So you have time to jump into that if you wish, but he will go off. Okay. Let's see. And then we'll say bye-bye. No more to Mr. Squirtle. He'll go squint. You can also trade him back to me for whatever you want. We can try to work out a trade. Now, Dylan Chan, he pulls the boa. I assume he wants to keep the boa. Here you are. Someday, somebody will choose the poor little Magnemite. Someday over the rainbow. Sorry, Magnemite. People don't want you. You're ugh. Being ugly is being beautiful is a moral imperative. Under breaks, we're going to list this. Where are the breaks? Breaks. Breaks history. And we're going to say Dylan Chan pulls a boa at about 198 minutes. Very good. Okay. Oops. Come on now. Wow. It's a great ending to the stream. One of the breaks goes off. It's 7:39 now. It's time to wrap it up. Time to wrap it up, everybody. Move this back over here. Sorry about that, Mr. Arturo, Mr. NHCC. I'm going to just check the website real fast. They're back. Okay, good. It looks like everything's good. Here's this giveaway slab. Let's give a person or two onto the giveaway slab. So we got, I'm going to put an NHCC on. Here you go, Mr. NHCC. Thanks for being in a lot of breaks, Mr. NHCC. Now here's Cactuar Queen. Cactuar Princess. And here's Darren, whose name sounds similar to mine. And here's Andman. Now, tomorrow is Saturday, and we're going full steam into the Saturday daytime stream. Please be there. We'll do lots more goodies, and hopefully we'll see some crazy new things get open. You never know. Sometimes people suddenly go very deep on the, on the Saturday stream if they didn't go deep on Friday. Here's the Mega Naruto King. Here's the very good Mew, who has 8 spots left. Here's the 4 spot. This Ditto has 4 spots. Here's the Heartbreak Mew. It's a big one. And the Vintage Squirtle, which is a really fancy card to own. There it is. All right, Mr. House the OP box break. The one-piece box break moved a little bit today, I think. Let me see. So there it is. Zachary Stex jumped in. So it's at 12 out of 21. So we need some fresh blood in there, like Ben Garcia. You're gonna miss it, Ben. All right, you're gonna miss out on the opportunity to have, who is it? Edward Cornelio. Take the box out from under your feet. Edward's won a lot of those. You're going to miss some time, Edward. Mister, you should do a gym battle first when it's 2 for a spot. 2 for a spot. Oh, you mean like decide who gets the whole spot ahead of time. We can do stuff like that. I don't care. All right, guys, I had a lot of fun. I'll see you on the Saturday stream. And if you haven't subscribed, you got to do it right now because then YouTube will tell you when we're live. All right? Thank you very much, everybody. How do I do the Magnemite random card thing? You go, me. I'll see you tomorrow, Alexander, for the daytime stream or evening time stream for Saturday. See you later, everybody. See you later.